the wrong key in the thing. We're live though.
Ron calls me panicking this morning. I'm not going to tell you guys about what though.
You can't bring it up without telling the game.
Baby mama drama.
I can't. No, it's
Jesus
gridiron.
Christmas.
Thank God it wasn't that.
I'm about to say, why
Ron,
can't you tell us what's the purpose of having PC uncut if we're not bringing
because-
everything?
Yeah, you're gonna be cut. What's going on?
Oh,
Because
you don't-
they record it and then take it to court. Anyway, quick question, Ron.
That's
I
good
didn't
to
know the lovely young lady you posted yesterday. I thought that was your kid's mom, but
Nah.
No,
But
that
now
was a stage photo shoot. That's the same thing my wife says. So no, Ron's a
I
dirt
thought
bag.
that was his lady too. I put W Ron in his comments.
Nah, that was my
Wait.
third baby mama. I'm only on one, but I'm working on my third.
oh, so that's your lady right now, or
More
stage
less.
as in you guys are not together. More or less. What's the lesson that factor?
The less is that she lives on the East Coast and I live on the West Coast.
Mm.
Okay,
Long
E-dating?
distance
Little
relationships.
E-dating,
You-
Ron.
your coats are lined on that rooftop. I'll tell you that.
What is
I didn't find that funny.
what? How do you not find that funny? That was great. Cheeky.
This is
Dale's
sad.
cooking. What are those called?
Pancakes?
Pebbles
No, but it's a
pancake.
flavor. Fruity Pebbles pancakes. Like, and that's so elite.
Yeah, that's on another level. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
Yeah.
so elite.
I just saw the Fruity
Um,
Pebbles, saw the pancake mix, thought like, let's put this together.
No, for sure.
Now we're here. And now
Does
we're
anybody have anything they want to get off of their chest?
Yeah, I do. Well, not really getting off my chest, but
I
since
wish Mars was here.
since I'm-
That's
I asked
the only
Mars
thing
to
I've
come.
been
He said
thinking
he
about.
couldn't make it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why do you wish Mars was here? The little fella's grown on you, or you got a gripe with him?
No, Mars is OD cool.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
because my brother watched the show yesterday, and he's also, what's the word? Conspiracy guy. He's also part of Stat Island, right? So after we got off the show, he was like, that Mars kid talks about stats, et cetera, et cetera. We're not supposed to talk about sports or whatever. I was like, yeah. And then he goes, but his Dame Lillard thing didn't make any sense because Dame first 3 years shot 39, 38, and 37% from the three. I was like, oh, really? I didn't know that. I could have used that ammo.
No, Mars is
Like,
going to
that's
context bend you to death. He's going to bring in what he needs to, like a great lawyer should.
wait,
No,
Dale,
like-
that's crazy that conspiracy guy likes to use stats in sports, but when it comes to science, he's just out.
But you don't
I
know.
mean, probably, you know how
Because he-
conspiracy guys are though. It's like science, yeah, that's debatable.
Yo, I
like,
can't wait to
we used to
start-
think the
Exactly.
Earth is flat, and now it's not, and now it
Exactly.
may be, but
Exactly.
so it's
I
like
can't wait
science
to
is
start my
it's not a
conspiracy
sure thing.
podcast with Dale's brother. What I
Here-
wanted to say,
Wait,
is-
Jenny, really quick. Right when we got off the show, I was like, I know Mars is a handful for his mom, and always has been growing up. I'm like,
Facts.
she says one
Facts.
thing, he says the other, and it probably makes sense. And she's like, listen here, bitch, fuck this.
no, he calls him. She calls him bugger. Bugger.
Yeah, she does call him bugger. They have a genuine
don't-
relationship, and I love
I
it.
don't want her to call him that. That's not a good word.
Bugger.
Yeah, from my country where I'm from, when you say bugger, it means that two men are like,
Oh,
You don't
Yeah.
speak the Queen's English, so
Whoa.
you aren't from the UK. You don't speak the Queen's English.
But isn't his
It's a
mom
it's a-
Jamaican? Like he's Jamaican. He's
Oh,
just
so
first
right.
generation
is
She
British or
dropping
something.
bars.
I like don't quote me on this, but I know for sure he said he was Jamaican because I asked him last show or before the show.
it might be his pops that's Jamaican.
Oh, that's true too, I guess.
His mom, did she look Jamaican?
I mean, how
Where'd you
does a
see his mom?
Bro,
Jamaican
let's
look?
just ask him. Why are we talking about this? Can I get this off really quick?
mean-
Okay, what I need everybody to do.
I feel like I can spot a Jamaican out every single time out the lineup, every single time, unless it's like kind of one of those like,
one-offs.
Yeah, but I know what Jamaican people could look like.
I don't think I know what Jamaicans could look like.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
I mean, what are you
Don't be gross, bro.
differentiating between?
Like, can you tell the difference between a Trini and a Jamaican?
Ethiopian and Jamaican,
That's
No, I mean, yeah, Ethiopian, East Africans look completely different. What I'm saying, a Trini and a Jamaican, because you say, you know what I mean? Because we're talking like Caribbean folks now, or like Dell. Do you think Dell could be Jamaican? Because you Guyanese, right?
Yeah, I'm Guyanese, right?
And
I mean, even though that's like continental South America, but still, that's Caribbean. That's part of the Caribbean community.
Yeah, Dell gets around his family, then he doesn't look like an African American anymore.
Okay, I can understand. So when you're saying you could spot them in a group, you're not talking about singular.
No, it's just like your brothers have more distinct features, and when I look at them, I see it in you all of a sudden.
I understand what that means, but when you say you could spot out a Jamaican, is what I'm saying is like
no, we were talking about
walking, you could.
No, but if we're talking about is Mars' mom's Jamaican, I can look at his mom and say, okay, she looks like she could be Jamaican. I can't just go up to somebody and be like, hey, you're Jamaican, or
right. Whatever.
I feel like, yeah. That's a little tough.
Hey, what about like the Spanish, Dominican, Puerto Rican, the darker skin
No
guys?
chance.
Definitely a difference. But you see, the thing is, I spent a lot of time in the Bronx and Washington Heights.
Euro could be very good at that because of him going to Fordham. He should be okay at that.
Facts,
for sure.
dog. I can definitely tell a Puerto Rican from a Dominican, like no problem.
Exactly, right.
But the thing is, you will have to, if you live in the Bronx, you have to learn that quick, because if you call a Dominican Puerto Rican, it's problems, and vice versa. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be running around calling everybody whatever you think they are. That ain't that not that. The Bronx is not a good place for that.
Hey, that was always the craziest thing for me, just like growing up watching baseball. And like I was watching the Baseball Network the other day. And actually, I was just watching ESPN, and they had like 5 guys on. You know that they're all Dominican because you could just tell by the way that they look and everything. But I'm like, it's always been crazy to me that just the Spanish, just the color of their skin can go from like that light color, damn near almost white, to being darker than me. That shit is crazy.
I went to prep school in Florida with mostly Spanish and Dominicans, Puerto Rican. And they had this guy when I first got there, he was darker than me. And I thought he was like, either African-American or from West Indian. Seeing him, I was like, what up? He didn't speak no English. I was so baffled.
Yeah.
He was Dominican.
That'd be
no English. I was so baffled. It was the craziest experience of my life.
Hey, was he tall or was he short?
He was like 6'4".
Oh, okay.
Like, and I'm like, yo, what's good? He's like, ¿qué?
Yeah, that happened to me the first time when I met a Panamanian. Jamal Levy. Y'all remember Jamal Levy?
Nah.
Jamal Levy from Wake Forest. And I was just like, yeah, he was nice. He was nice, but he didn't speak no English either. Or, like you could tell he had a thick Spanish accent. And I was like, at first time, I didn't know Panamanians was, black people. And that threw me off a little bit. But I was I never want to feel this ignorant again. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's why I always
look at it as ignorance. After JD get off, I'll tell you guys what happened to me with a player's choice.
Damn, Dale,
I couldn't speak it.
You cooking pancakes for the whole block?
I couldn't speak it on the show. No, we had guests over.
Cooking for the neighborhood?
Okay. Those look really good.
Those look nuts.
Yeah.
Can we get a close up,
really
please?
Sure.
I want to see the Fruity Pebble Flakes.
I want to know,
guys, what happened to me.
What is the average? What is the?
Can I get this off yet?
Oh yeah. Get it off.
Okay. If you don't follow us on Instagram, you need to follow us on Instagram. If you do follow us on Instagram, you haven't been on today, you need to go to our Instagram page and you need to repost the Autism Awareness Charity Stream post that we posted this morning about an hour or so ago. Continue to spread awareness about the 6-hour stream that's going on Saturday. If you were here yesterday or you already watched Player's Choice yesterday, you already know what's going on, but make sure you share that. Spread the word. Saturday is going to be dope.
Was that it?
I just had to get that off. Now I'm ready
to... Like this video, please.
Yeah, get those likes up. But now I'm ready
to
get into some Player's Choice Uncut.
Yeah, you can like, that should be fire. The funny part about height is I always thought like 6'4" was like tall to other people, but apparently like 6 foot, anything over 6 foot is tall to the average human being.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Which is weird.
Yo, if you're 5'11",
all day.
If you're 5'11", you're taller than most average people.
That's weird.
Yeah, 5'10" is
like,
the
"Oh,
average
he's-"
height for a man in America, I think.
Crazy.
They be like, he's tall. How tall is he? 6'2". I'm like, what?
Yeah.
He's tall too.
Yeah, that was crazy because I always considered myself at 6'8" average because I'm a
Right,
3,
exactly.
right? And so it's like
Mhm.
I literally I'm the middle from like all the people that I've always been
Exactly.
around my entire life.
Right.
So yeah, it's crazy.
Right.
But yo, do y'all ever have the feeling like when you, for example, see like a woman that's like 6'2" or 6'3" or whatever, and you don't, I guess if you don't see tall women all that often, that you are looking up at them? Have you ever had that like mental, like in your mind's eye? It seems really weird.
Never in
Or is
my
that just
really-
me?
No.
I rarely
you.
look up to anybody. Like even if somebody is like a footer, unless they're like 7'2", 7'3", like the 6'8" guys, I look at them like they're fake 6'8". They're really 6'6", and our shoulders are almost the same height. That's what I do with every basketball
Why?
player.
Because you be like, I'll dunk on you. That's why.
Yeah, I'm like, I could play the 4.
Shaq, I've seen you look
For
up
sure,
to
you
a,
could play
to a
the 4
tall
though.
woman, though.
Like,
Yeah,
I'd be like, they're not too much bigger than me, and then I get down there and I'm getting thrown around like a rag doll.
it's Ron. It's PC Uncut, but come on.
All right, my bad.
Having to used to guard Dale in practice, like just on a random switch or something, or even
Like,
just watching from help side and seeing everybody fall for his crossover. I'm like, not again.
It's a good cry.
Hey, Dale, on a scale
It's so quick and low.
on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your cross?
Honestly, it depends on the defender. But the greatest
True.
thing about it to me is like when someone is like left to right, and then I fake like I do it, and you're waiting for it, and I'm at the rim. That's what I did to Melo. Actually.
Yo, JD's like 6'3", 6'4", right?
Yeah, I think
JD is surprisingly tall. Scared the hell out of me in Vegas.
Dale, what is the first thing that I mean, not Dale, JD, what's the first thing I said when I met you?
He said, "Oh, you're a hooper."
Yeah, you know, because he came around the corner walking like a hooper. I was like, oh,
Had the
Eddie
backpack
told
on,
you.
the J's
Yeah.
on. I was ready.
JD really used to be in like talking shit like he was that guy. But just I guess he was.
I'm
The
not gonna lie,
confidence level was impressive.
Yo,
JD's really a competitor. Like, no lie.
Yeah,
on the court,
that's
JD
what it
gonna talk
was.
shit to
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I had the most what do you call it? Delusional confidence, or yeah, you know, just like that sense of I was way better than I was when, you know, years down the road.
I don't know, JD.
I realized what I
That's
really
I feel like you were. I feel like you were nice, JD.
bro. But if I would have,
you should think it like that.
if I would have leaned into my role and embraced it more, I would have actually been better. But I was such a head case of like, I'm not getting minutes, blah, blah, blah. So I just kind of shot myself in the foot. I could have been way better if I just leaned into my role. But I was just always pissed, smacking cups onto the court.
Me, like, first and foremost, though, JD, this is the thing about, well, we're uncut, so I can say being white. If you like as a basketball player, like you say, like, oh, I wasn't getting minutes. If you were like aggressive and like you said, fit into your role, it would have been an easy road for you to get somewhere than let's say Ron. If you and Ron had the same talent and you was like not the head case you said you were, it would have been easier. That's why sometimes people be like, oh, I don't believe in the what's the word? White privilege or whatever when it comes to sports. I'm like, I've witnessed it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, we can talk about it because that stereotype, like stereotyping and like preconceived notions about players, where they're from and what their race is and stuff like that. That is major in coaches' decisions, and like, you know, sports directors' decisions, and adding people on a team. I've witnessed that too. Yeah, it was
My
wild.
thing is though, I feel like Black people just kind of just never had the grades where we came from. Like, it's good to say like that's a stereotype, but that was really kind of true a lot of the case. Like, we just didn't go to school versus like a white guy that hooped. He always had the grades, unless he went to an African American school.
Oh, well, I see what you're saying in that regard.
I'm not saying for everybody, of course. Like,
but if you say if you went to African American school, isn't that an indicator of how underfunded the public school system is?
That is the only indicator.
Okay,
that is what it is.
Okay, so say that and don't say, you know, if you. I mean, I don't know if you said it like that, but it sounded like that.
Was at the school.
Shaq, I don't know too much about like who knows what statistically, you know, like black players, white players, Asian, Mexican, whatever.
Yeah, I can only go based off of what I grew up with.
But what in my experience, just playing hoop on so many different teams with so many different people, it felt like just basketball players in general, didn't matter what race they were. It always felt like they weren't getting good grades for whatever reason. It was because they were focusing so much on hoop. They didn't really care about school, whatever it was. It just felt like the majority of, like, at least what I was around, they were just way more focused.
No,
on
I
hoop.
never even looked at it like that. I mean, you were around, I guess, a wider scope. I was just around. But I mean, even when I went to school with Ron, like in a predominantly white school, I was the only person that couldn't play because of grades, for real. But everybody else seemed to have it together. But
I tell you why. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you got it.
It's because American society is based off an honor system. So it's like, you know, when you say that you're the only black kid in PWI and you're the only one that had, you know, bad grades and couldn't play or had to get your grades up to make eligibility or whatever the case may be, that's because they're not expecting you to, you know what I mean, to have good grades. And so nobody is honoring the fact that, like, or like, you know what I mean, nobody's rewarding you for the fact that you may get good grades because they just expect you to be eligible to play basketball. It's the same thing with, like, you know, like with this eugenics argument and everything like that, how like, oh, black people, you know, they don't swim or anything like that because they're not good swimmers. Like, you have to put them on the track or on the court or on the field in order for them to excel, which is complete bullshit. It's just, it's just whatever resources the community has, because ain't no swimming pools, Olympic-sized swimming pools with the coaching, with everything like that in the hood. So it's like, you know what I mean? And it's not rewarded by your people that live around you, saying that, oh man, I see you in the pool going crazy, or, you know what I mean? That's not part of Black communities' lifestyles. So of course nobody's gonna, you know what I mean, attach themselves to that kind of stuff.
I mean, everybody said like you said, Euro, we just do what's around us. Like it could be baseball. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of kids in New York or other places that have baseball fields and places or soccer fields, they play baseball, they play soccer. But I mean, for me, they did, because I went to a white school, they did expect me to have the grades. Like the University of Washington come calling, and this was after my senior season. I'm like, me and Ron out here robbing houses for whatever reason. Like, when I think about like back at like why we were doing what we were doing, we were just on demon time. Like, we were just disruptors all the time, just going against the grain. And it necessarily wasn't the smartest thing. Of course, I could have a max contract right now, but I mean, I don't. And nor do I regret it. Like, I enjoy my life and I like the grind. But yeah, when I went to Cleveland High School, which is a predominantly Black school coming from Indiana, where it was white and Black people, bro, the culture shock that I had seeing Ethiopians, what's the other breed, Ron, that's in Seattle? And it's one more.
Somalians.
Yeah. These are the first time I'm ever seeing this breed of human ever in my life. In Indiana, it's just Black, white, you know, Mexican, whatever. But it's just gun alarms going off, and I'm just like, yo, what did I just get myself into? But I had to wake up fast, man. I remember that first time they tried to punk me, and they low-key got it off, because I'm just like, what do I do in this situation? I'm being bullied right now. And I'm really uncomfortable. But I was just like, yo, this how we giving it up over here, little nigga. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Shaq and Ron,
you didn't context bend your way out of that?
That's when I started to learn how to context.
Did I tell you guys?
I swear to God.
Did I tell you guys? I might have told you guys this on Player's Choice. I don't remember. Apparently, I had I made an all academic team in Edmonds.
Oh yeah.
Like in the
you told me that
conference that we played in, I was like, yo, that's my only accolade.
No, I remember you saying that. Shout out to Issy Wealthy with the $5 dono. I went to elementary and middle school in Chicago, and my grades were horrible. Moved to Texas in a grade school system and graduated with the 3.9.
Yeah.
Shout out.
It's the environment, you know what I mean? And the environment is not always up to the people. It's up to, you know, who rules the people, you know? It's
That's funny what you said, Shaq, about culture shock, because, you know, not being born in the country, I came to America when I was 7 years old. I talk about this in my book. I got a book coming out, guys. It's called From the Inside Looking Out.
That's
pretty dope.
But can't wait
to cop that and get it signed.
Tap in.
So it's like I talk about I don't remember seeing white people in Guyana. So when I'm coming up here, I'm in second grade. I'm looking around. I'm like, hell is this?
Yo, are you supposed to be here, sir?
Yeah.
Imagine telling that to a white person 20 years
Right.
ago. Yo,
So
you belong here.
Right. So I'm like, yo, what the hell is this? And then that's when I realized that kids in a way rule the world. Because in my school, you can talk back to the teachers. You can. So I'm seeing things that I never seen. I'm seeing kids like just talk back to their teachers, keep doing all this stuff. I'm like, where am I?
Yeah.
Hold on, but Dale, was there any like type racism before you came here? Like, do you remember being introduced to it?
I don't remember because I never seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I just see all black people, it's love is love. Like, yo, what's up, my brother? Everything is everything. But then I move into a neighborhood where you have Spanish hair, black hair, white teachers. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you? It's like you really don't. Like, it's just something you've never seen before.
When Euro and I linked up, like, we had dope conversations, and his perspective on so many different things, because he's been around the world and I've literally been here all my life. I'm like, yo, you're like blowing my mind. Some of these things, like, that he was talking to me about. Just one thing, for example, was like gas prices, and you were talking about how in Germany, how expensive it is over there. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, damn, these gas prices are insane. He's like, this is nothing. Like, man, I have no idea about the world.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good to keep perspective, but I don't think it's a bad thing if you don't have, like, let's say, an international perspective, because you still gotta navigate wherever you're at, and only navigate wherever you're at. You know, it's just personal. Like, how do you want to look at the world? What I will say though is, if you become more quote unquote worldly, I don't even want to say it like that because that sounds condescending as fuck. But if you want to, like, you know, see and experience and learn like what's happening around the world, it can rob you of your joy for what you have going on where you at, you know? So like, you do be careful about it, you know?
That's as far as what?
Like, for example, how do I explain this? I grew up, like, my dad is black, you know, he's a Air Force service member, or was. My mom was a flight attendant for Lufthansa. So I'm like a Mile High baby, you know? And
Lufthansa is grade A airlines, by the way. That's like one of my top airlines.
For sure. So like, I never knew my hometown. I still don't know my hometown. That's why I keep saying, like, I'm not from anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know any cities. The city that I know the most is New York City, but I've only spent 5 years of my life there. So I you know what I mean? I can't say that I'm from anywhere. What I'm saying is this. The reason why I never was in one place is because both of my parents were like cosmopolitan, for lack of a better word. And they've always raised me from when I was in elementary. They explained to me why all of a sudden we have a bunch of Kosovar people in my class, why we have a whole bunch of Albanians in my class now, in like waves, because of the wars that's happening. And like, all, you know what I mean? My parents never sugarcoated shit what's happening in the world. And so when I was really, really young, I was just like, dog, I don't even want to play this. Like, we got people fucking dying over here and they're in my class now. And so you see, like, you know, when you have the little scuffles in the schoolyard with, like, let's say fellow Germans or like Italians or whatever, it's one thing. But now the Kosovar and the Yugos and like the, you know what I mean, the Albanians are coming in, and these kids have just migrated from rubble. Like, this is war, you know what I mean? They are fighting for like food and shit like that. Dog, they are fighting a little bit different in the schoolyard, you know what I mean? They picking shit up. They are, you know, using fists. And I'm talking about like second graders, first graders and shit, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, oh, like, life is different beyond the little bullshit that I got going on. And so I was always very mindful of other cultures, where they're from, what it means, and how I need to be acting with each and every person differently, just so I'm straight. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
No, that's real. Just all the countries that I've been to, like, I've always embraced the culture, whether it was South Korea, Russia, Italy, Spain. It's every single place that I went to was like a different culture, a different thing that they accepted, a different way that you had to act. But I was always grateful. That's why when I look at other teammates that like kind of come and go and take it for granted and not appreciate, like, me and Dale played in a small city next to Syria in buttfuck Turkey. Like, the outskirts of Turkey.
Shout out
But
to
every day,
Gaziantep. I got a story right
guys,
after this too.
but every day we made the best of it. Me and Dale after practice, we going in the sauna, chatting it up. We going to play poker until 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. We eating at the restaurant. We made it home and we made it work. And never once did either one of us complain like, oh, we're in this small city and we can't do nothing. It was just we just made the best of it, and it was dope. It was dope.
And Shaq's not lying. It really was a buttfuck city, for lack of better terms. It was way over there on the coast. It was so far on the east coast of Turkey, southeast coast, that it bordered Syria. So I go over there. I'm out there for like 2-3 weeks. I come back to the States. I'm like, oh yeah, I just made a trip overseas. Haha, yeah. I had a good time. They stopped me at customs like, whoa, buddy, where do you think you're going?
Mm-hmm.
You were by Syria. I'm like, Syria? I was like, I was in Turkey. What are you talking about? It's like I was in Istanbul for most of the time. They were like, no. We seen the tickets. You flew to Gaziantep. That's right on the coast of Syria. Are you what would they consider it, Shaq?
Right.
What would they say?
This is what they ask you. They ask you, have you seen any terrorist activity?
Yeah.
Or were you hanging with the fellas? Like, do you know what's going on? Are you willing to report it? I looked at him like, listen here, sir. If I'm out there with the terrorists, I'm with the terrorists now. Like, I hate to break the news to you, but if they got my ass, they got me. Like, there's no walking that back. I'm not coming in here and being like, yo, fellas, they over here doing wild stuff over there, and I'm about to. No. So why are you asking me these nut ass questions?
Yeah, it's like,
can I please go home? Please.
Customs and Border Patrol, they are like the most stupid. Like, they have the most stupid process ever. I don't know what they're preventing. They're not preventing anything, man. Like, it's crazy to me.
It's like, come get out, come to the trenches. If y'all that concerned, come to the trenches. If I see something, of course, but like, come on, man. Let me get to the crib. And I get stopped every single time too.
Interrogate me for like 3 hours. I'm like, my ride's outside. My ride tight too. I never had to walk from San Francisco to Sacramento. It was hot. Just imagine pulling up to the airport and having to wait for 3 hours. I'm back there. I'm nervous. I'm like, they about to ship me back to Syria.
Yeah, I've been interrogated a couple times. Wow. I've been interrogated by the U.S. Customs in New York because I flew in I'm a dual citizen. I flew in as a German one time. Yeah. They thought that was on some Jason Bourne shit.
Trying to be sneaky.
Yeah, they didn't like that at all. They put me in one of the rooms with like the mirror, you know what I mean? Where on the other side, the people are watching you. And then, just last month, I drove up to, matter of fact, I missed the episode for J. Will because I had to work. I went to SneakerCon, or at least I tried to. Canadians, they turned me back because they was like, yeah, that's not what you're doing up here. We don't give a fuck. And they sent me back. And they interrogated me too for like at least 45 minutes. It was crazy.
All right. Since I would love to hear, Ron, since you already talking, and I know we got to move on to our topic. Is he wealthy? I see that you want to suggest a topic. Just suggest it, and if we get around to it, we get around to it. But first, we got to hop into this Chris Rock, Will Smith situation. I would like to hear Ron's take. I heard Euro's take. You guys haven't. I haven't heard Dale's take, and I'm interested in hearing JD's take.
You heard?
So I would love to hear in the chat.
Oh yeah. I mean, okay, go ahead.
Yeah. We're gonna get to it, of course, again. But I just want to hear Ron's take because this is interesting.
This is very interesting, and I don't know if I'm immature or not for thinking it's funny. I didn't start realizing that it was like an actual serious situation until until Euro jumped in it. Both probably are true. Until Euro jumped in the chat and was like, yo, I don't see this funny at all. And I was like, hold on. Am I just being oblivious to this situation? But the reason why I think it's funny is because I can't expect to go to Tacoma, Washington, talk shit about Euro in front of his wife, about his wife, and not get slapped in the mouth. Comedian or not, I don't care how funny I think I am. I really don't care how funny I think I am. If I talk shit about you in front of your face, in front of your wife, about your wife, I gotta expect that if you get mad and if you want to take it there, then that's
what about it being at the Oscars and people saying that that's not the time or place for that? I know you probably got a good take on that.
That's why I wanted to talk about.
Go ahead, JD. Go ahead,
JD. I'm here and I'm answering all these questions. I'm on mute though. Just believe I'm about to unleash.
Example is it's a different context. So like a comedian putting on a show at a show. That is their job, and that's what they do. We've been seeing it for however many years comedians have been on stage. They roast anyone and everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You doing it just outside in public is a completely different thing, and that might be warranted. But anyway, go ahead, Euro, and then I'll get into my.
Well, Jay, you're real fast, so I can ask JD. So when is the law drawn, like the line drawn for a comedian?
I mean,
are there no lines because they're a comedian? Because comedians have been trying to get that off.
So
I'm a comedian, I can say what I want.
So here's the thing. When it comes to comedy, I think that you can essentially say most things and people are going to like it or not, right? And that's the same thing with opinions on whatever, news channels, whatever. You're going to get stuff off and people are going to like it or not. Whether it was a joke that was in good taste or poor taste, I don't think that the slap was warranted. But at the same time with Ron, I thought it was funny. But I also agree with Euro in the sense that, damn, that kind of wasn't funny at the same time because now you're looking at Will Smith and like, damn, what's going on in his head? Like the whole situation, it's so mind-boggling to me. I don't think that the joke. I don't think it was acceptable for Will Smith to go up and slap him, but at the same time, I was laughing my ass off. So it's like, it's such a weird thing, and because of the nature of where it happened, the Oscars, one of the biggest award shows, if not the biggest award show in here at least, in the open-handed slap, like he didn't punch him, didn't knock him out.
I thought he punched him at first when I first seen it. I was like, he 1,000% punched him.
Yeah.
But go ahead, JD.
Yeah. No, but here's what sucks. And here's like almost a precedent that has potentially been set now. Now, if you go to a comedy show, and now if you don't like what you hear, now people saw what celebrities did at a big show. Now you start thinking about comedians in smaller venues, like a little comedy club. They might say
like Kramer should have got his ass whooped. Is that what you're getting at?
Right, but
yeah, for sure.
But that one, he should have gotten his ass beat regardless, because that wasn't even a joke. What you was saying, he was actually like, I know what the situation.
I mean, it's not a joke to Will either. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's how you have to understand how people are taking it. Like, sorry, go ahead.
You're good. You're good. I enjoyed.
What I'm saying is, and JD, right before this happened, right, we had a little drinks at the bar or whatever. We was, chopping it up, and we kind of getting to know each other. And one of the things that I said to you is that I'm hugely in favor of confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I believe, as much of a hypocrite as I am, I believe that violence is the answer. I believe in freedom of speech. What I don't like is when people want to have freedom of speech and also freedom of consequence. Bro, freedom of speech comes with consequence. You can't expect to have freedom of speech and not, you know what I mean, and not have the consequence. And the thing is, your interpretation of consequence is different than whoever you just affected with your freedom of speech. So if Chris Rock want to be up on stage and say whatever he say, and Will Smith think it's okay for him to, walk up to him and slap the dog shit out of him, that's what needs to happen. That is exactly what needs to happen. I am very much in favor of this. JD, if you think that opens up the door to now people slapping people up and stuff like that, yes, I agree with that to some degree, but I also think that's a good thing, because now, you know what I mean, when that happens more often, comedians will have
accountability.
They're going to have to think about what they say.
So
hold on
to that point, Euro. So now we get into a gray area of, I might say something that it doesn't seem bad. Like, I might say pineapples belong on pizza. Something, whatever, controversial in some circles, you know what I'm saying, but not really controversial. That's a bad example. I'm trying to think of something that it might somehow affect somebody, but in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that crazy to say.
Think everybody
and then
felt
somebody
like
goes upstairs, somebody comes up to me
was
and
off
just
limits.
slaps the piss out.
Like like any comedian could have said anything about stereotypes or about a race or ethnicity, and everybody was like, "Oh, you laugh it off. You know what you're kind of getting into when you come to that show." But I mean, Chris Rock, and I see people saying that Will was laughing. The funny part about that is when I heard the joke, I was grinning too, but it still didn't hit me until he probably had to run it once or twice, look at his wife. I think once he looked at his wife, of course, now I'm turning into a demon. And there was already a monologue from 2016 where Chris Rock got up on stage and say, Jada being invited to the Oscars is like me being invited to Rihanna's private parts. It's just not going to happen. Those two don't mix or whatever. So Chris Rock has been yapping for whatever reason. Now, if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Now, was the slap hard? Yes, it was very hard. It's crazy to watch. Like, it's like kind of one of those cringy things. Should he have done it? Probably not. Am I mad at the fact that he did it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I also don't like, here's the narrative that I hate with comedians. They feel like they get the right to say anything. I feel like when comedians go up there and they talk about pedophilia or raping, I feel like they also should get slapped. But I mean, you got to pick your audience. And if your audience likes dark humor, then that's what they like. I don't know why anybody would like dark humor. That's just me, though. But I know people like that. They get a kick out of it. But I mean, I can't tell you what to like, of course. But that's weird when comedians get a pass for certain things like that.
I mean, you also got to understand, too, do you guys know what's been going on since the whole entanglement situation? Will's got bullied constantly every month, every day.
But the difference is, Ron, nobody said it to his face. No, that's where the difference is. Why did he just do it now?
He's had some altercations. I'm pretty sure.
Ron, 100%. You're Will Smith. Nobody ever said anything.
Somebody said something to him. I know somebody has, bro.
Ron,
I don't believe no one said anything.
One of the coolest persons on the planet. Well, I don't think maybe a fan yelling and passing, but nobody in the room where Will Smith was present was saying, "Yo, why did Jada do that to you?"
But that's
or Jada did that to you.
Will's the coolest guy on earth. It's Fresh Prince. So for him to jump off a ledge like that, you got to.
But listen, aren't we blurring the lines here? Because is it not reported that they had an open marriage? And so like she was doing whatever she was doing, and he was doing whatever he was doing. The August Alsina thing, as far as I'm remembering from the Red Table Talk, was that they were broken up. Yeah, and when Will said, "Yo, man, we are done," and then she ended up getting entangled with somebody else, which happened to be August Alsina. But that had nothing to do with "quote unquote" Will like that. He just caught all the brunt of the joke because of all of this. But you know what I mean?
So he caught a lot of stuff.
Had to in that situation as well.
We didn't know.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The fact that they're going on Red Table Talk and doing all this stuff, Will knew about that stuff already. You see what I'm saying? So that's not the first time they've talked about this conversation. This is the first time the public heard about it, so they have to address it. That's one. And Ron, you said something. You said for him to jump off of the ledge. People always say that saying, but you can't jump off a ledge if something didn't put you there. Like, why is he on the ledge in the first place?
I think from just being
exactly. But hold on, Dale, because the only thing where I get mixed emotions about this is Chris Rock says he didn't know about the alopecia, and I can believe that.
I can too.
I don't think that I can believe that.
Okay,
but
understand.
Also, still, you're calling my wife bald, and I mean, it just was
no.
One of
The thing
situations.
with I don't think it has nothing to do with the joke.
I agree. I think
this was buildup.
Yeah, I think him just saying Jade is a name.
Yeah.
But Chris Rock, pertaining to Chris Rock, though, what he said Chris Rock previously.
Because of 2016.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. It's and like that's because they were boycotting the Grammys, the Oscars.
Exactly.
So
you're on this stage. You're supposed to be like, of course, you're a comedian, but first and foremost, like we're cool. Like we've known each other a long time. You're 2016. I think the things he said in 2016 was worse than what he said the other day. Because when I'm looking like, damn, why he going so hard at Jada? All she doing is standing up
for a cause too. He going against the cause, and that was the big issue too, because Chris Rock, and this is why people are like
digging up circle.
Yeah, because it was like because the movement was Oscars so white, and then all the black people kind of like pulled out, right? And Jada and Will, they were like, yo, they were like the leaders of the pack, and when it comes to that, right? And then Chris Rock was like, yo, fuck it, I'll host, and then everybody was like, yo, Chris, why are you doing this? And the thing is, now people are digging up old Chris Rock stand-ups and like, you know what I mean, like little skits and everything like that, where he's like, you know, I hate to say this, man, but like where he's like caping for white people when they're saying some egregious stereotypical shit about black people, when he's in the room and kind of like, you know, joking and like giving them passes for saying the N-word and everything like that. All that is coming up now. Now, these are things that obviously Will and Jada are privy to because they're his peers. You know what I mean? Like they know, they may have been in those same rooms and been like, yo, dog.
And I feel like Jerry Seinfeld alluded to that.
And maybe, yeah, and maybe he has a track record that the general public just doesn't know about Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying? And so now it's like, dog, you've been saying all of this. You done had my wife's name in your mouth a couple of times. This got to stop now.
That could really be the case though, but I don't know. I'm not trying to reach and do all of this.
Yeah, we don't gotta reach, but I'm with you. When I'm like, there has to be something that Will knows behind the scenes that we don't. But I mean, even if there wasn't, there's three things you don't play. You don't mess with my family. I don't care who you don't mess with my wife. You don't mess with my daughter. You don't mess with my son. I don't care if you're a comedian or not. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Yeah. You can't tell another man how to react. People saying, oh, if the guy was white, would he have slapped him? If it was The Rock, would he have slapped him? In my heart of hearts, I don't care who was up on that stage. There was going to be some type of confrontation.
Yeah, if it's that type of buildup, for sure. Because what is he going to do? And this brings me to the point of people using Will's laugh or like laughter as like an excuse, like, oh no, he really didn't want that. Like Jada put the battery in his back. I don't believe that at all because, like you said, Shaq, you can hear something and have a facial reaction before the mind actually starts clicking, and you're like, oh, hold up, that ain't funny. Or he could have just been like, dog, I'm here at this award show, let me play it cool. Or he could have just been like, dog, where I'm from, that could be the throw off. Why do you think it was possible for him to get up out of his seat, walk however far he had to walk, up some fucking steps, across the stage without security and anybody doing anything, without even Chris Rock putting up his hands, because he had a fucking smile on his face, and then landed that slap. So to me, that's just
let's be fair. Crazy, let's be no. The 1-2 lead up to it was nuts. I'm coming in for maybe some friendly banter, but here's the thing. Amazing throw off. Here's the thing, I don't think that we're up here saying, because I see people in the chat, it's going over their heads. We're not saying violence necessarily is the answer, but in some situations we didn't know the back. So let's say that there was some backstory that Chris Rock has been talking shit about his family and has been for years, and he goes up there and slaps him. Does that make it right, or should they still talk about it behind closed doors? You embarrassed me in front of millions of people, and now you want me to handle this behind closed doors. Could I have gone up there and won my trophy? I don't know. Y'all never gave me this trophy. I didn't know if I was going to win it, and that's why I hate when people say it's the Oscars. So where should they have done it? At the Super Bowl? That's
the part I hate the most.
Because there was a lot of white people in there that they should have done it there.
That's the part I hate the most.
What's so prestigious about this? Because I just feel some certain type of way. What's so prestigious about the Oscars? Man-made awards again.
So if Will Smith did this at the BET Awards, you know what I'm saying? It's I don't like.
Oh, that's black people, people, and all of a sudden.
His emotions is his emotions. It happened to be at the Oscars. So bite your tongue, because that's a part of the white privilege. You see what I'm saying?
Listen,
it's a mental thing.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell him how to feel based on where he is in a situation.
I hate that too. But that's ingrained in a lot of us.
Right.
Unfortunately.
If I feel handicapped in this situation where I'm surrounded by white, I'm handicapped, and I'm gonna react to that. Like if I feel handicapped when I'm around my own peers, I'm gonna react the same way to that.
Could they have spoken after? Yes, they could have spoken. They could have, but he could have just stayed away from that joke now and in 2016. But nobody wants to bring up the fact that he's had my wife's name in his mouth repeatedly at this award show after we boycotted it because we feel like our people are oppressed. But just be weary. And I appreciate everybody's thoughts on this because it's a tough situation. And whoever wants to dive back in after I say this, just be weary who's standing up for what. We have seen much more egregious things happen in this nation, but now all of a sudden, because Chris Rock got smacked, every single person has a platform to say this is wrong. It's amazing to me that this is wrong. This is wrong. And Will Smith, you were wrong. You were wrong. And I
heard something where they're meeting in like 2 weeks to see if he gets to keep his Oscar. And I'm back in my mind, I'm like, if you guys take that away, and I saw this thing online, and Harry Weinstein, the dude that got
exactly,
and he still has his, and he still has his.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah, and he still has his.
That man.
Yeah,
and he out here violating women for decades. You know what I mean?
Like, you know what I'm saying? And he still has his Oscar. So so it's like you have to, like, quote unquote blur the lines, but the line is very, 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 very clear.
Bro,
it's very clear.
There's so many different perspectives to look at this thing, and it literally makes my head hurt because, like, where I want to stand is because
What do you think the punishment, JD, should be?
I don't know.
I think that's a good question.
Here's my thing is I don't know. Here's Hero's point. Here's actually where I think the punishment should be. I don't think that the public should be judge, jury, and executioner on this because Chris Rock already said he wasn't pressing charges. There's the punishment.
Right.
There is none. He's not doing anything. It's up to him.
And then LA sent police to his, the city of LA sent police to Will's house after he said that. After they already interviewed Chris Rock and he wasn't pressing charges.
And they
the Academy said
they took care of it. So, like, you know,
the Academy said that they asked him to leave. But he's saying that they didn't ask him to leave. So it's coming out now that he said that they didn't ask me to leave. Do I think that the Academy's asking Will Smith to leave? No, I don't.
That was his night.
Will Smith,
Best actor. That's like the biggest award, isn't it?
Before he won it, though.
People got to understand the thing with all of this is, I don't believe the Academy asked him to leave. And I think my sister asked me the same question Shaq had asked the chat. I think Will Smith slaps whatever color comedian is up there. That's another thing people are thinking. People are thinking, would he slap a white comedian if he said that? Would he do this? Would he do that?
The only person who wasn't getting touched was a female. And he may have stormed out.
Like, so you got to understand how the buildup of Will, everything, when, like, I've been in a rage before. I've seen Shaq get in a rage before where you're just so mad. Like, either tears start coming out your eyes or you just exploding where you lose yourself for that moment. So when everything build up, you're trying to be a man. You're trying to be masculine. You're trying to hold it all in. You're trying to, you know what I'm saying? And then you just send it. And a day where you're nominated for the biggest award, the whole day is supposed to go a certain way in your mind. And then you sit there, you see a fellow person, as in Chris Rock, who you know from before. You probably spoke after 2016. Who you know from before.
Weren't they on Shark Tale together?
I don't know. I don't watch that show, right? So you didn't agree with them. So whatever the case may be. Oh, so you sitting there, and it's like, all right, okay. Everything's been happening to my wife for these last 2 years. Like we're rarely like in public unless we're on the red table talk. So we're in public at the Oscars chilling, and now I'm hearing this. So in the back of his mind, he just said it. Honestly, everything probably just like that one little snap. Like, oh man, nah, you gotta feel that wrath. Was he wrong? Maybe. Like, maybe, I guess.
But who are we to say?
Do he understand what he did? 100%.
My respect may look different than your respect.
100%, but
I know any married man is probably looking at that situation 1,000%. Just because but I'm not a comedian also. But I know when me and Ron, quick story, when me and Ron went to jail, I'm 6'4", 6'5". I'm one of the tallest people in the jails. Do you think I'm going in there talking crazy? I'm going in there. Who is the head honcho? So I don't poke the bear. I don't care if he's 5'6". This isn't my territory. Who is in here that I get upset a little bit? And if I do, that's on me. Some people go in jail thinking that is sweet. Just like some people going to, and everybody's like, people make these type of jokes all the time. So why nobody at the SP say anything about HIV? You know the lines to fucking cross and which ones not to cross.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's my only thing.
And like, I guess the biggest takeaway for me is like, this just looked bad overall. Like, I don't think, because, and here's the thing, and you know, y'all, you know, who grew up like full-fledged in the States can probably talk about this a little bit better. But when it comes to like entertainers, especially in the Black community, like we have icons. Of course, every community has icons. I feel like Will Smith is definitely a Black icon. So is Chris Rock. Right. Exactly. So is Chris Rock. So I don't remember a time. When did Chris Rock in New Jack City come out where he was playing Pookie? He was what? That was like 87 or something like that. Will Smith been popping since then too, dog. I was too young. I was like 2 years old, 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? To even know what was going on. My point is, I've never not seen them look good, both of them, and for them to now, in as graceful as they are, up in age, now look not good. That shit hurt me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand the gap between Chris Rock's career and Will Smith's, where people hold him, because he was accepted by, let's just call a spade, the white people that both of them were. So that's why this is just so shocking. now
I
he's
think- I
considered
think-
one of us.
I think the level is based on your work, honestly. Like Will was the comedian realm of the Fresh Prince. Then he got into the acting. He was a musician. I think Will is a whole different type of bag, like than a Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like he's everywhere. Will Smith is everywhere. He has Oscar nominations. He has. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? I think that their careers is not comparable. Like I just don't. They're both entertainers, but I don't think their careers comparable at all, actually. But they are both accepted into that world. The only difference, it seemed like Chris Rock forced himself in, and Will Smith you just couldn't deny him. You know what I'm saying? It's a different when you're being a certain way to get into something. And Will Smith, literally, everything for the most part that he has a couple of shady movies, but everything for the most part he's been touching was gold. Like just whatever he did, it was just
Eduardo Villa donated $2 and he said if he just yelled boo, he'd look 100% right. That's facts. He could have handled this way differently.
I mean, yeah, there's so many different ways he could have.
But people would have laughed. People would have laughed.
People would laugh and then call him a hater.
So here's what my perspective, because of how this went down. This is why people think it's so nasty. What if he said the joke? Nothing happened and they moved on. Would anyone be saying that he was out of pocket for the joke? Some people maybe, because they know that she has alopecia.
No, the backstory would have never got brought to the light the way that it is now.
But that's why it's so hard for me to. I don't think I can personally justify the slap.
But JD, but here, it's a difference between that. It's a difference between that because it doesn't. This is what my thing. It doesn't matter what I think was Shaq.
Exactly.
It's about what Will Smith.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
I agree.
You see what I'm saying?
Something that can be said about my wife to where
Exactly.
I want to box any human on this earth.
I agree with you.
Exactly. So
I agree.
So
with
you
you,
would
I don't
never
care where we are.
If no one never say nothing, of course we wouldn't know. But
Yeah.
the fact of the matter is, it were known because who it affected her husband.
And that's why nobody's never appreciating that.
I would never
Right,
tell.
exactly. Anything else after that is whatever.
I would never tell somebody how they should react or feel towards a situation, because you're right, that it's not affecting me the way it's affecting him, for sure.
Right.
I agree.
If I'm talking about your fiance in a way, right, and somebody else is looking at it and they don't see it as yo JD, that wasn't that serious.
Right.
Who gives
JD,
a
that's
to me it is?
Del, I have a question for you because I like your perspective on this. When we talk about the court of public opinion, right, and everybody has their opinion now on Will Smith and slapping Chris Rock, do you think Will would be facing the same type of like backlash if he had thrown a drink or took a shoe off and threw it?
I think
It'd
whatever
be a little
Will
less,
did,
but I think it'd be close to it.
I don't think whatever Will did. I think if he take off his shoe and throw the shoe, of course he still felt the way. I won't say a drink because the drink he got to go up there and do all that. But let's say he throw a shoe. Someone is looking at that as more as less more. I think that's less classy. You know what I'm saying?
More disrespectful.
More disrespectful, right? Like that's
more,
just
than a slap.
weird.
What?
Then it's not more.
In some cultures. In some cultures, a shoe is more disrespectful.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. It looks less masculine, basically. If it looks less masculine for him to take off his shoe and just throw it. It's something in my mind. It's playing as something like a female would do. I think if I felt the way he felt, he did perfectly. Everything, the way he felt, how I feel he felt. Go slap that man. Not even a punch.
The slap was worse
man.
than spit. Like the hierarchy for violence for me has just shifted. Slap being next to gunshot. I cannot believe.
I think spit is still number one.
Oh
I
my
think spit
God!
is still
Why
number
do you
one,
do that?
I think spit is still number one.
No, that's like I mean, if you spit in my mouth, maybe where are you spitting? If you just
some people like that. But listen, if he's walking, if Will Smith walked on the stage and spit in that man's face, Shaq, and walked off, Jesus Christmas, Shaq.
Yeah, no, that would be OD. That would be OD.
Cold says, so is everyone on the panel saying they would do the same? And I would just like to answer one by one. So if everyone on the panel saying they would do the same if it was your wife, if so, you're tweaking. That's what he said. And JD, that poses my question to you. Is there anything somebody can say to you about your fiance that would warrant a violent reaction?
Okay, so 2 questions then, because I'll answer yours. Yes, of course, to your question. To Cole's question, no, given the time and place of was happening, I wouldn't have reacted the way Will Smith acted, because again, I just don't condone violence and I don't know. Not gonna tell you how to feel. I wouldn't do that.
So JD, let
Violence
me ask,
in front of who?
JD, for you, where is the time and place for you then?
If you put hands on my loved one, then I'm gonna fight you.
No, you said Will Smith and the time and place. Where would be the time and place for that? For you? Because
No,
if I'm sitting there feeling the exact,
I'm still not
everything in context.
I'm still not going to hit you over a joke.
What if your fiance forever holds that against you? You have to take that into account.
Yeah.
What if it affects your the fact that you may not even get married based off of that?
Because I didn't hit someone for her over a joke.
No, it's not just the action. It's about like defending her and who she is to you, type of shit.
I'll defend her honor with a conversation. I'm not going to hit somebody over that situation.
Chooch 918 said, "Who gets to decide what the consequences is for the violence? Like, what if he beat him to an inch of his life? Is the violent person innocent?"
But now you're just creating things. Let's just talk about what happened. He slapped him. Now you're creating other dynamics. Of course, if this, if that, if this. For the most part, he didn't beat the life out of him. He just slapped him. So we'll keep it there. He slapped him. So everything's gonna change. If he beat him to half his life, we'll be having we'll be probably saying, "Damn, he could have just slapped that man."
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So let's not go like.
No, but I see why some sites are calling it a punch.
And this is why I also don't think the Oscars is such a big deal. Outside of the fact that why do we care to act a certain way in a make-believe institution that doesn't want us in the first place? Because I feel like, Doug, where do you want this to happen? In an alley where shit can go left way more than on the stage of than like at the Oscars. Like not saying we just talking about like in general now, like people go, having it out in certain arenas or whatever. What
this is
to that point of you saying at the Oscars, because I gotta ask this question because I heard it from not so many different people, but I heard it from a couple people. What do you guys think on it possibly being staged?
I mean, it's Hollywood. I can believe that too.
It's hard for it to be staged now,
bro. I don't think it was.
I don't think it was.
At first glance, I thought
we're dealing with two great actors,
bro. Of course, but at first glance, I don't think Chris Rock's a great actor. But at first glance,
he's decent. He's very decent.
Look, someone in the chat said, "You guys better not go to a comedy show." And when people say stuff like that,
I've been to a comedy show, and Eric Spears called my wife a terrorist.
It's pissing me off that that's your guys' angle. It's not so black and white. It's not so black and white. You go to a comedy show, a joke is a joke. You guys are missing the biggest thing. Who gives a F if it's a joke to y'all? It's not a joke to him.
Right. And they know each other.
Put yourself in Will Smith's shoes. Stop telling us if we guys go to a joke, someone think of something. Maybe we could handle. We could have handled that.
No, Dale. Think of something that your significant other has gone through that's near and dear to both.
Let me tell you, if I go to a comedy show, right, and it's me and my son, and someone is talking about autism and talking about jailing, and I know the aspect of everything you got to go through with that, right? I'm not laughing at that. So if he keep going and going and going, and he's talking about that, and I know how it affects my son, and I walk up there and slap that man, then what? I'm wrong.
But no. Imagine,
absolutely not.
Imagine him not just saying that though. Imagine him directing it.
That's what I'm saying. Directed it like, oh, I see this little boy right here. Or I knew he was autistic. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was autistic. Yada. So what am I to do then? Like,
is this called the Will Smith or is it called the Chris Rock?
Like after the fact, what do you want me to do? Like, you know what I'm saying?
We have a super chat.
It doesn't make sense.
I'm with you, Del. 100%, man. I'll rock with you on this.
Let me get this up. We got a super chat from 2. Also looking for a 6 and 2. You would fit up here. I figure you're pretty objective and bring good insight to Player's Choice Uncut. You should think about it. But he said so many different ways Will could have handled it. He could have walked up there and told Chris to chill out and to holler at him in the back, or he could have just told him to keep his wife's name out of his mouth from his seat.
I wanted to because Ron, when you brought up the question of do you think it could have been fake, here's why I think you can tell it wasn't fake is one, the Will's saying my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. The way he said it, his voice was like quivering.
Yes.
He was obviously very upset.
I saw his eyes.
But we've seen
his eyes too. Hold on.
I'm not saying it is fake.
Hold on. And then Chris Rock, the way that he reacted, where he goes, I could, whatever, and then he pauses. He's thinking. He was about to unleash. Who knows what he was going to say, but he was like, oh, I could really go in. He's like, if you thought that was, he's like, I could, you know, he was about to bury him. Like, he was about to go crazy up there. So that's why I was like, yeah, that's.
And that slap was also meant for everybody else, not just for Chris Rock.
Can I say something real quick?
The shockwaves. Yeah.
So in the chat, some dude, Jay Bellini, Chris Rock handled it perfectly. I'm shocked he didn't swing back. Props to him. Let me ask you a question. Why would you condone it that he swung back? You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Why would you condone Chris swinging back to Will because he got slapped there? That's what Will is doing for his wife. He's looking at that as a slap. So he's reacting. So you telling Chris Rock to react on that same venue, what is the difference? Because you is a physical form? Like, explain that to me. Right in the chat, you've been going crazy, but you just messed up to me if you're telling Chris to swing back on the same platform that you didn't want Will to swing on. What is the difference then? Now you're fighting, acting like you're doing what Will do. Will is just more physical with it. So just explain that to me real quick, please.
And while he's doing that, I think we've heard from everybody up here, and I mean that's what makes Players Choice Uncut what it is, because you get to see every side of the spectrum. Like, we get to see what the chat's thinking, the chat gets to see what we're thinking, and this is what it's just about, hearing each other out, man. Chat, like, I understand where JD's coming from. I will always take what JD says with it in a different spectrum, because that's my closest white friend, and we were raised a tad bit different, so I like to see his point of view. So I appreciate that, JD. I don't want you to feel like anybody, is ganging up or anything like that.
Oh, I'm chilling. I'll say my opinion. I respect everyone else's.
Oh,
opinion.
gang up? Nah, JD's not that type.
Yeah. Right. I just don't want the chat to get that illusion. But if nobody else has anything else to say, are we ready to move along?
I just wanted to touch down on the one where you guys are asking, what would we do in that situation, or have we been in that situation? I've been in a similar situation like that, where somebody has said something about my girl, and I had to react in a way that I didn't necessarily want to react, because I didn't think the situation was that serious for me, but I knew how she felt about it. So I know if I didn't react in the way that I reacted, then I would have had to deal with some problems at home. So I basically had to defend her for her. And so maybe that was the case with Will, where he's like, yo, y'all sitting here talking shit about my wife. I know when I get home, I know how she's going to feel about this. And it's like that. It's a weird situation, because
they don't see that as valid, but I see that as very valid. I don't want to deal with that. And Michael Rice Jr. said with the $20 dono, disrespect is disrespect. Stop with this. Both wrong. Okay, but you can't say insensitive shit and get absolved from consequence. Y'all weird for thinking that. At the end of the day, Will's feelings, not ours. Simple.
Yeah.
But no one say it shouldn't be consequences, though.
No, he's saying no, because he's been going back and forth with people in the chat.
Yeah, he's talking to the chat.
He's talking to the chat. And this is what I guess, I wanted to clarify too, because I said, and I guess this is, was stupid on my part without, providing any context around it, when I said that I believe violence is the answer. What I meant was, I was raised, if you get hit, you hit back. You know what I'm saying? And to me, just because Chris's blow wasn't a physical one doesn't mean that's not that he didn't get hit, that Will didn't get hit. And so I'm just exactly reiterating what Michael Rice Jr. said. Dog, freedom of speech does not absolve you from freedom of consequence.
Will should have smushed his face.
Yes, I mean, he could have, for sure. That's what me, like, and I know I'm a big energy guy. Like, I never really get approached because I'm a super respectful person. You know what I mean? I don't like step out on nobody's ever tested me. And I guess, I believe in energy and shit. So now that I opened that door, that may come to me. Who knows? What I'm saying is, I've never really been in a fight like that, where I'm just flying off the handle and just disrespecting people, and people never really have done that to me that sense either. But I think what I would have done, which is what I do as a pacifier, and JD, we had this conversation, we don't have to get into that, but he could have definitely walked up to him, mushed him, you know what I mean, and been like, yo, stop it, what's up? But I think, again, Will did this for not just Chris Rock and, you know, his family, Will's family, that is, but for everybody else to see as well. The way that he smacked him, the way that he walked off, and then, you know, relying on Chris Rock to react to it because he had no other choice but to react to it because he was so flushed he couldn't even read the teleprompter. And then Will said whatever he said, interrupted him, said it a second time. Like, yo, stop doing what you're doing.
No, that was cringy. That was cringy. That was cringy.
But he made it uncomfortable for everybody. Yeah, call it cringe, whatever you want to call it. But I think that's a message. Like, yo, be careful, people. Like, you can't just come out here disrespecting folks.
And Izzy Wealthy donated $5 through Cash App and said, Ron, look at your DMs.
Got you, bro. I'm about to look right now. Hey, and two things before we move on. I know one thing. Comedians, well, no, they better up the security at these venues. Yeah. And the second thing, comedians better start taking boxing classes. Yeah. We'll open a whole nother quarter.
Yeah. Yo, that's a fact. Moving along, we have a nice little versus. The order will be, I can't see JD. So JD, it will be Dale, Euro, Ron, JD. And the versus is Will Smith, Denzel Washington, Leonardo DiCaprio. And I'm just gonna throw out some topics, some genres, and you pick who you would choose for that genre. Even if they've already did the genre, if they didn't, if you feel they could be better than the other actor at that genre, and then we can go from there. Is everybody cool with that?
Yes, sir.
Get it.
Everybody good? Okay. Okay. So first off, we have authenticity on screen. Dale.
Leo.
Euro.
Zell.
Ron.
Is this one even close?
It depends on who you say.
On screen.
I'm going with Will.
Wow.
JD.
Denzel.
Okay. Who would you want to play?
Are we debating this at the end?
We can debate at any time because this won't be clipped up, or we can finish and take note. But I mean, as far as authenticity on the screen, I would probably go with Denzel.
Bro, it's tough.
Really?
It's tough.
It's tough. And
what
dominant, like what aspect did what
I
movie?
think I Remember the Titans. And when I think I Remember the Titans, him as playing as the coach, I'm like, it doesn't get more authentic than that. He made me believe that he was a football coach growing up. And I watched that movie 100 times.
Have you seen Catch Me If You Can?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. That's Dave's favorite movie, by the way. And he always used to make me watch it. I was like, this plot is amazing.
And it's
but isn't
like
that based
when
on
I
a true
watched
story?
that. Yes. When I watched that, right, and I'm like, wow. But then honestly, everything Leo does, I can't say this for Denzel. This is why.
What?
Every movie I've watched, no, hold on. Every single movie I've ever watched of Leo, he made me believe he was the character he's playing. Every single movie.
Of course.
Every single. And I can't say that for Denzel.
Even
that's
the Great
why.
Gatsby.
Okay, that's crazy to me because Denzel, Training Day, for example.
You're naming all his classics, of course, but I said every single movie, literally. What have you ever seen? What's Again to
I've probably
Gilbert
not.
Grape?
I've probably not seen a long time ago, and I don't even know if I watched it from. Like I remember the movie. That's where he's got his brother.
Yeah.
That okay.
He is the one. He's the one that's
right.
mentally challenged.
He played,
Yep.
Bro, he ate that. I remember.
Right.
I actually do remember that movie now. I don't remember all the specifics, but I remember.
I'm changing my answer to Leo.
I can't believe. but bro, like, I don't know. Denzel.
No, when you go to
Gatsby,
classics, of course,
like,
but you
Inception,
have
like it's not even close.
I'm
changing to Leo. I'm sorry. I went off one movie.
You have like Out of Time and all these little.
Yes,
movies
Deja
where
Vu.
Like,
he plays the same character a lot.
Where's throw-offs? And then you have like Equalizer where he's the same character, you know what I'm saying? But every Denzel movie, bro, that I've seen, not Denzel, Leo, that I'm
Training Day is nuts.
But don't you think that's just his decision to pick a movie where it's like a typecast type of movie instead of the Leo route where he has to go all out for everything? This motherfucker got mauled by a bear in Alaska somewhere. You know what I mean? Like,
but I get what you're saying, but that's what I have to judge it on. I have to judge
I feel you.
Only thing I see. You see what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Like
I'll take that. I'll take that. But still, I think for the authenticity part, it doesn't take the entire body of work. I just need to see one movie and what the best one that I think is most authentic to each actor. And I think Denzel got that over Leo.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Okay. The top category number 2. And this is kind of who would you want to play in these genres? A controversial role. Who are you going with? Dell, to play a controversial role.
Leo, bro.
Euro.
Will.
Ron.
Will too.
JD.
Bro, I'm literally just leaning on Training Day for whatever reason, but I want to go with Denzel.
It's not a bad pick here.
Yeah, it's not a bad pick
because of how well he played that crooked cop.
Yeah,
I'm like,
when you,
like that.
I mean, that is controversial.
That's the only.
But I mean,
that's the only controversial role I could think of.
Will Smith as Muhammad Ali is OD.
But that I don't.
He bodied that.
Is that a controversial
He bodied that,
role?
but that's not.
I think that's very controversial.
What do you mean? What do you mean controversial? Because I feel like the concussion joint is also controversial. That's a controversial topic.
That's going up against the NFL.
Or 7 pounds. Yeah, I remember that one. That's controversial. That's controversial. So like that's what I'm looking at. And then didn't Will Smith? He was
Leo and Django was controversial.
That's true.
I was going to that.
That's true.
He played a gay character before too. After
but no one that was back in the day. No one.
But still, that's a controversial role. I think that adds to his versatility.
I don't think I probably only me and you probably seen that movie when Will was gay. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
In the Nomad Nurse donated 5. He said, "This is Jada's fault for emasculating Will, talking about Tupac, August, etc. Will has no agency within his family. He took it out on Chris." Moving along, topic number 3: comedy movie.
Easy.
Dale.
I'm gonna go Will.
Euro.
You know what? I'm gonna go Leo because he's gonna bring in Jonah Hill.
Ron.
That's bad funny, but
Ron.
I thought this was gonna run away with Will.
Yeah, I did too.
JD.
Will.
Yeah.
Let's go romance. Dale.
Gotta go Leo, bro.
What?
Euro.
Titanic, stop it.
Denzel. He a heartthrob.
Ron.
He a heartthrob. He used to be the man.
I'm gonna go Denzel.
JD.
Wait, what are we doing?
All the grandmas love Denzel. What are you talking about?
JD.
Wait, are we going? How they playing a romantic movie?
I'm going Leo.
Yes.
Titanic.
Titanic
Wins it.
Titanic, yeah.
Okay.
Y'all letting that nostalgia do that thing to y'all. That movie.
Yeah, I mean, Titanic
is in a Player's Choice episode. I'm not going.
I want to hear all your answers for these two, Shaq.
And it was a lot of. I'm probably going Will for romance movie.
Will is solid with romance.
Like Hitch,
yeah,
like that.
Hitch is fire.
Like he can get in that bag easier than Denzel. Like Denzel's like for my mom. That's gonna be a little too romantic for me. And Leo, he's careless.
Right, but I mean, I'm not watching the Denzel romantic movie, but like just because you said that, like it might be too romantic. If he's too romantic, that puts him at the top.
Where does Leo outside of Titanic? Where could you? Let's name a movie that an actor is played in, and can Leo do that?
He could be Hitch.
Like a romantic movie, you mean?
He could be Hitch.
Leo could be Hitch.
Most of Leo's movies, he's dying because of a woman. How much more romantic is that?
No, just because that's not romantic. That's romanticized. That's not romantic.
Yeah.
What you mean?
The Great Gatsby was not about love.
How did he die?
Stop. Yeah, it doesn't matter how he died. That wasn't the moral. What was the moral of that movie?
It doesn't matter more. It helps. It doesn't help.
So that's a romantic movie?
Look at Inception, bro. I think Inception is like stalkerish. Like you're trying to.
It was a mind fuck more than anything.
Inception was fire, man.
It's a mind.
It wasn't supposed to
right?
be
but,
romantic.
But look at it. Why not though? Why not? He's spinning to make sure he's out of the days of his woman. Look at Shutter Island.
Great Gatsby.
Yo,
look at Shutter Island.
Somebody in the chat said, was it Slimir? Sorry if I mispronounced that, but he said he literally was Romeo and Juliet.
And
but to me,
I'm ending with Romeo and Juliet.
But to me, that is just
Wasn't
like
Denzel in
acting
Hamlet?
display. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Shakespeare. So they actually using those lines. I don't think that's, you know what I mean? Whatever.
I think if I'm making a romantic movie and I want it to be box office before the slap, I'm choosing Will.
This next one,
Nah, Leo's winning that.
Jack. This
Box
next
office,
one's
Leo.
so easy
Maybe.
for me.
Maybe. Action movie, Dale.
Whoa, you skipped one.
Oh, animated movie, Dale.
I'm gonna go Will.
Euro.
Will.
Ron.
I think this one's easily Will.
JD.
Yeah, Will.
Action movie, Dale.
I'm gonna go Will.
Euro.
Wow.
I'm gonna go Will.
To me, it's between Leo and Denzel. But I'm
Really?
gonna go. Yeah, because look at, I mean, you just said Inception was a romantic movie, but to me, that was action all the way through.
Inception.
So, and that was crazy.
action.
Hell yeah, they have all types of gunfights in that joint.
That was for sure
Regular
an action
fights,
movie.
the hotel flipping on its head and they fighting in that. That's crazy.
Okay, so Dale, you got Dale. Who you got?
No. But I'm picking Denzel though. I'm just saying,
too.
I just making a point for Leo.
These are the genres that it's technically under: heist film, science fiction, film, thriller film, science fiction, action film, adventure. Blah blah blah.
I Am Legend. Yeah, Will got some. Ron.
I Robot.
JD. Ron.
No, Will do got OD shit.
Independence Day.
Equalizer.
Independence Day was fire.
I want Denzel. Training Day, the Equalizer.
Bad Boys.
Training Day might not have been an action movie.
JD.
I like Denzel.
I'm gonna go with Denzel.
I mean, the thing is, when you don't got to look at like over a span. You could just look at the peaks of a Denzel action movie versus everybody else's peak action.
Yeah, of course.
And
Let's
it
do
gets
that.
tough.
Of course.
I want to do that. I really want to do that.
It
Which
gets
is
kind of.
Denzel's most classic action movie? You guys say Equalizer?
I mean, Training Day would have to be his most classic action movie.
I think
okay,
it's more
Training Day.
I think thriller drama.
Okay,
right?
okay. Thriller
Right.
drama. Okay. I mean, Equalizer was really good marketed. It was
Man on
marketed
Fire.
really well.
Man on Fire.
Man on
bro.
Fire is a good one. Man on Fire is a good one. That's a very good one. Would you consider Ali action?
No, that's drama.
Not if Training Day doesn't get it. Yeah, that is drama.
Okay, but I don't.
But
think...
I mean, you got Men in Black. I mean, those are
classic films. We know.
That's
but
that's comedy
sci-fi.
action.
Yeah,
It's
that's
sci-fi.
comedy. Yeah, that's
Sci-fi,
comedy,
yeah.
sci-fi. But I think Bad Boys 1 and 2.
Bad
I think
Boys are
Independent.
okay. Book of
Independence
Eli
Day,
versus I Am Legend. Which one are you choosing?
I'm gonna go Book of Eli with them two.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Book of Eli too.
Them two movies, I'm gonna go
I don't
Book
think
of
I've
Eli.
ever
But I'm
seen that.
taking Bad Boys 1 and 2 over Equalizer 1 and 2. Me.
Well, they're supposed to be coming out.
Bad Boys 1 and 2 over Equalizer. Yes, for sure.
You see, so
Yeah.
it's good. I love iRobot. Like
iRobot was nice.
That's a dope movie to catch just like when it's on TV. It's
When
like,
you
oh
chilling,
yeah, I might as well. Yeah, that's a dope
Yeah.
movie to watch just because.
So that's a good one
Alright.
though. But I'm gonna go
Yo,
with
Shaq,
that, man.
and we got to pause for a second. This boy unplayable right now. But to answer, my bad. To answer your question though, obviously you're gonna take Bad Boys over the Equalizers just because you got a whole realm of everything. You got the action, you got the comedy, you got Will paired with Martin Lawrence too. It's in Miami. You know, the whole movie's just crazy.
I think the Equalizer oversaturated the market when it comes to, to me, that's all like little Jason Bournes, like it's all like
baby born.
Yeah. But it's
yeah.
all like the secret agent kind of deal, like it's all like the Mission Impossible type of stuff where it's like, I don't know. And so when we look at all those other ones, Equalizer doesn't even stack up against those. So,
All right, well, Ron can always come back.
Right.
We got science fiction. Dale?
I'm gonna go with Inception, man. Leo. I just think you do anything. And overall, like
I'm trying to think what science fiction Will got.
He got some weird ones. I mean, he got Armageddon. He got the one with his son.
not Armageddon, he got Independence
Day.
Yeah, Independence Day.
Ooh,
Sorry.
shit.
The one with his son. That kind of flopped.
After Earth. I like that movie too.
I,
didn't like
Robot.
that.
Yeah, I'll go Will. Men
in Black also.
Yeah, I'll go Will.
JD.
That's comedy.
I'm gonna go Leo.
Okay. For science fiction, I'm going to also go Leo. Horror. This is neither one of their genres, but who do you think will play it
What did you
best?
just say? Yo, VJ, thank you for the membership, brother.
You said whore? Like
Horror. What other genre sounds like horror? Like Freddy vs. Jason.
Oh, horror. You don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
horror.
thinking you think whore. Like
No.
like WHORE. I'm like,
No,
so I'll
I'm
go
pretty
with
sure
it. I'll
Will
go
would
with-
win that one right
Yeah,
now.
right.
Just
Right,
because.
right.
Horror. Dale, who you going with?
Leo.
Euro.
Yeah, I think Leo can pull that off.
JD.
Leo.
Ron. For horror.
Yo.
I'm going Denzel 100%. Denzel is the best actor here out of all three of them, as far as like pound
What?
for
I
pound.
thought Leo was your favorite.
No, Matthew McConaughey's.
McConaughey's
Oh,
is
okay,
my
okay.
favorite.
So
But I'm talking about like can play any jump. Like Denzel is slaying a horror role.
Yo, Shutter Island.
Will can
Shaq?
play any genre.
Let him go.
Jack, have you seen Shutter Island?
I don't
What
think
about-
he's seen Shut Up.
That's more of a sci-fi thriller.
It's kind of horror.
Don't-
It's kind of horrifying.
Then is Inception a horror? Is what are we doing right now? Shutter Island had one creepy lady and we call it a horror.
And it was creepy.
Whoa, you called her.
Yeah,
a
no,
horror?
I don't think it was. I don't think it was
And
a
no, I'm
horror
not.
film.
Of
It was a
course
thriller
not.
for
But
sure.
come on.
It was a thriller.
Like, but here's the thing. Like, I think we as a consumer base now don't even know exactly what horror is because
Well,
we
yeah, the
equate it with
genre.
gore. You know what I mean? I think the Saw franchise changed that altogether, where we won't even give the nod to any horror film unless there's a chainsaw and you know what I mean going into somebody's skull.
Wasn't Chris Rock
you
just
know?
in a Saw movie? Denzel's
Yes,
killing that
actually.
role more than anybody in a Saw
Yeah,
movie.
actually, he was just in a Saw movie.
Drama. Dale.
Who's also in a boxing.
Leo.
Euro.
Slap boxing.
Euro.
I'll go Will.
Like right.
Shaq, you opened that door and you knew what you were doing too.
Ron.
And what?
Ron, this is for drama.
Drama. Let me get Leo.
Ron. I mean JD, sorry.
I'm going Will Smith.
Western, Dale.
Wow.
I hated the Wild Wild West, so I'm not picking Will.
Wild West is one of the best movies of all time.
Chill.
To you says no one.
How old were you when you saw it first?
It's a top 150, and that's
You were in
good.
junior high, huh?
It's for sure not
No,
top
I was
150.
I was
elementary.
younger than that. Yeah, I was at my grandma's house watching Wild Wild West. Like, this is the
So,
greatest movie of all time. That's where I got that line
Western,
from.
I'm gonna go Leo.
Euro.
Leo.
Ron.
I see Django and I think of Western.
You guys haven't seen the Seven with Denzel?
The what?
Yeah, I have.
The-
Seven with Denzel. I'm 1,000% going Denzel right here. He just got that
JD.
Western mystique.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've seen any of them in a Western role. Like I'm sure they've all played in one, but I've never actually seen the movie. But I feel like Denzel would be the most convincing in a Western. So
And a
Oh,
horror
Denzel.
role. That's weird that you didn't have that same take. Adventure, Dale.
Adventure role. Will Smith did play Aladdin. It wasn't that appealing.
And look at all
That
the
was-
Pixar movies too. That's adventure.
That was bad CGI.
Adventure.
Because wasn't he in Shark Tale?
I'm not thinking animation. I'm going Leo, bro. Most of these stuff I'm gonna pick Leo because I think he could do anything.
Euro.
I'm going Will for adventure.
Ron.
I'm going Leo. Is adventure Wolf of Wall Street considered an adventure?
No.
Ron, are you kidding? Are you
No.
kidding me?
That was kinda
Indiana
gross.
Jones's adventure.
That
you-
whole movie was an adventure from the start to the end.
I feel
it
like
was-
Avatar is adventure.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
Sci-fi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, sci-fi.
Adventure
He said
sci-fi.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Leo took me on an adventure through that whole movie. Through the ups, the downs.
Leo tends to do that. That's a testament to his acting.
But just because it's based on a true story, it throws adventure out the conversation.
Ron,
but Leo makes me feel like he plays the role better than the people living it.
Yeah,
like
perhaps.
he played Jordan.
I mean,
better
Training
than
Day was an
Jordan.
adventure according to Ron.
But I mean, you asking real
movie?
people to act like what are we doing? You know?
No, I understand.
All right, Ron, where are you going?
Considered an adventure movie? I'm trying to figure out. Like, can you guys?
I Am Legend is
Jones.
adventure also.
Indiana Jones,
Indiana
I Am
Jones.
Legend.
Oh, okay.
What else?
After Earth is
Hunger
also
Games.
adventure.
Hunger Games.
Tomb Raider.
Lord of the
Land Before
Rings.
Time.
Harry Potter could be
Harry
adventure.
Potter.
Dante donated $1.99 and he said, "Get those likes up. He must be Shaq Army." Ron, who are you choosing?
I'm going Will.
JD.
Adventure. I'm going Leo.
All right, we're down to the final three. Film collection. Dell.
Leo.
Euro.
What do you mean? Like everything that they've done?
Highest peak. That's how we can do film collection. Top 10 movies. Let's do it like a versus.
Oh shit! I don't know if I know everybody's top 10 for real like that. I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna go Denzel.
Ron.
Going Will Smith.
JD.
Close, but I'm gonna take Leo.
Shaq.
I am leaning towards Will and then Denzel, then Leo. I'm right in the middle. Overall impact on acting. Dell. I guess since we can do this, what they meant to the game.
Yeah, this is tough. I want to say Leo, but I can't. I'm gonna have to say Denzel on this one.
Yeah, I agree.
Euro.
Denzel for sure.
Ron.
And it's weird. It's only because he's black,
Yeah,
and it's
I
weird.
agree.
But
I agree.
You know, it's
I'm with
'cause-
you 100%.
Yeah. Like
Ron.
Denzel Washington.
JD.
Denzel.
That's weird. I'm for sure going Will Smith. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like what that changed the game for every African-American kid in America. Like J. Cole said that he felt Uncle Phil was his dad.
But they had Martin before that.
His swag, no, but Will's swag, everybody wanted to dress like, everybody wanted to be Will Smith.
I understand
I'm
what
trying
you're
to think
saying,
of that moment.
but Martin opened up a door for.
But it wasn't the
Fresh
same as
Prince,
Fresh Prince. Like Fresh Prince was
many
this is
regarded Martin
everybody's
But,
dream.
better than Fresh
listen,
Prince.
we talking overall impact on acting, and Will
Right.
was just Will on that show.
No, but he came from being a rapper, got interviewed by Quincy Jones at one of his parties with Oprah there.
Yeah,
And then he comes in there and hits a home
but I know.
run. He hits a home run, and now he has 6 seasons of this, and he turns that into an acting career and never has to rap again.
He rapped again.
I'm just saying, of course, okay. But I'm
Welcome
just saying,
to
like
Miami.
Denzel,
I'm coming to Miami.
like Denzel in the chat said Fresh Prince came out in the 90s and Martin was 92. And even if it was flip-flopped, Fresh Prince everybody wants to be Fresh Prince. Who wanted to be Martin?
Really?
Yeah, that's
Who wanted
true.
to-
I mean,
who wanted
Martin
to
was
be Denzel. What did Denzel? It's like you guys looking at Denzel like he's Tiger Woods.
No, it's not. It's
acting,
not
he might
about
be.
that. When you say more meaningful to acting, of course, all three of these guys are pillars. But when you see like people go, like I heard like other young black actors bring up Denzel, just hearing the name Denzel, just what it meant to them. That's why I could say that. Of course, Will, you could say the Fresh Prince and what Will did with the Fresh Prince elevated. But I think what Denzel did in
You're
acting,
the same person that, but look at what you said for Larry Bird when we did Impact on the NBA.
no,
you said
we're not,
he was
we're
the
not
great
dragging
white
basketball
hope.
in this.
But
I said the Great
continue.
White Hope.
Yeah.
I said that.
But
And
if
Dale,
you-
But the thing is, but here's the
use
thing.
it
that's why he's so high.
No, listen, but about that though, I think Will
but you
for
say
a
that
very
helps
long
my
time.
point.
But here's
No,
the thing.
no, it doesn't. Everybody
for a
wanted to
very
be
long
Fresh Prince.
time.
Every African American black child wanted to be Fresh. They alluded to Uncle Phil as their father.
I never in my entire life wanted to be the Fresh Prince.
Listen, we talking about impact on
Or
acting.
Denzel.
For a long time, Will didn't get his respect as a proper actor. Even today, people are going to be like, oh, can Will actually do this? Because the first thing that they think of when they think Will is, oh, he's the funny, goofy guy. Now with Denzel, I feel like he is whatever generation that was watching him mostly. And I don't even want to, attribute that to us, because I think that's like, a little bit older than us. Those people, he's like more of the Sidney Poitier, where it's like, oh, Denzel was the guy, the single guy. He's the black actor. And so that's impact on acting. Will was never on that level.
Wait, so Will went from Will's story is more like Steph Curry. It's more believable than Michael Jordan's.
That doesn't have anything to do with impact on the game.
That does,
Zach,
though.
let's go with that.
Because who impacted the game more, MJ or Steph?
MJ.
Okay.
Yes. And that's where I was going with it. You compare Will to Steph, and I look at Denzel like a Michael Jordan.
Holy shit. Okay. I didn't know that you guys thought that, but that's fair. I'm gonna let you guys have your opinion.
Jack, one more thing too. They keep saying in the chat, Denzel is Will's idol.
I don't care. LeBron, MJ's LeBron's idol, but I still, and same with Kobe. Now, what does that matter? Your favorite player is your favorite player. I got my own opinion.
With that being said, though, like it may not be no Will Smith to the fullest without Denzel.
That's perfectly fair, but I think we're looking at impact different, and that's like you guys are saying, like he trailblazed, and I respect that, but I feel like what Will did was more relatable, and that's all I'm saying.
Got you.
That's all. That's why I look at overall impact. It's just doesn't matter. Best overall actor, Dale.
Leo.
Euro.
Leo.
Ron.
Leo.
JD.
Oh. My favorite on the list is Denzel, but I'm going to give this to Leo.
Matthew McConaughey is mine. As far as like acting and intricacies, I feel like it's Denzel. Like Leo has the bigger range. I feel like he does have the wider range than all of them. But like as far as just like acting and what they can do, I feel like Denzel.
Yeah, Denzel is insane.
I mean, he stays in his
acting,
pocket,
bro. He's insane.
I feel like Leo has a lot of crazy roles, but it's just expected. He just has to be crazy.
He just plays them all
like,
so
oh my
well.
God, he just did
what's
this
the crazy
thing.
role though? What are you saying? Yeah,
like the great. What's the difference between the Great Gatsby and what's the one, the Wolf on Wall Street?
I hated the Great Gatsby.
One is based on a true story. And
no, I'm just talking about the way that he had to be.
A book.
No, I'm just saying the way that he had to act, the way that Shutter Island and Inception.
What you mean the way he had to act though?
Like it's just like predictable. You know how he's gonna come on the road. He has to
you know what's crazy? Out of those movies, what you named, let's start with Shutter Island. I can predict nothing in that movie. Inception.
That's threw me for a loop. That plot twist at the end was crazy.
So there's no correlation between Inception and Shutter Island.
Just that you're confused at the end.
Dale, so is it just is he a byproduct of a good ass plot in the movies that he plays?
He's playing those plots.
That's crazy.
That's always kind of what I thought of Leo. I'm like Will's movies would be a little more simple. All Leo's movies are like that.
So because he's poofing your mind, it's a plot. Like
is it him?
No, so why don't we know what's going on?
What you
it's
mean?
a cliffhanger. No. You know what's going on. It's just a cliffhanger at the end because they're leaving the door open for a sequel.
No.
You're giving a small sample size.
The plot in Inception and Shutter Island.
Let me ask
people still don't know what happened
in
Inception to this day.
Some people don't, right?
Bro,
so what is that?
Majority
that
don't.
do with the that is the plot. That is the plot. That's
it is. Okay, keep going.
It is meant to confuse you.
Let's keep digging into Leo's
Let's
go.
Let's go.
His movieography, I guess.
Filmography.
Yeah, filmography. There we go, Euro.
Thank you.
Let's forget those four and then let's bring in the next six.
Okay, let's go. So Titanic, of course. Gatsby. Wolf of Wall
Titanic.
Street, Revenant.
Titanic. Literally, any white boy can play Titanic. Stop with that.
Wait, what?
He did a good job in Titanic. We're not, regardless of what you say, he did a good job in that movie.
Yeah,
he did because he's a great actor, but that movie is trash.
It doesn't matter if anyone
that movie is
can
definitely not
slide
trash.
in. It's how he
I like Titanic.
That movie is trash.
Song,
I'm a fan of Titanic.
That song. You talking about a song now?
It has not been remade into another movie. It's not been a TV series, a docu-series, nothing.
It can't be
We have
touched.
got nothing from the time. It can't be touched. Bet. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know. Okay, my bad. If you put it like that.
Shaq, you watch a
Okay.
movie, you don't watch it because it's mad long. Like, come on, but
I like.
it's flawless to me. It's
I know
amazing
actors that could
movie.
do a better job than Leonardo did in Titanic,
No, you
Okay,
don't.
that's
know.
fine.
or
but,
just as good.
but that's
Leo
fine.
convinced me to sit down multiple times for that whole
No.
ride, 3
Blockbuster and your
hours,
mother
watch.
convinced you that Titanic. It's a 3-hour movie. That was the big sell on Titanic. It wasn't the fact that it was the Titanic.
But you still
Wait,
have
what?
to
You
watch
have never
3
seen.
hours.
Dale, the reason you've seen Titanic is because everybody said it's the longest movie in history. You do
Never
know
in
that-
life.
that-
Listen, the man had you
Euro,
sit down
Euro.
for 3 hours and watch a movie just set on a boat.
Euro, don't be nasty right now. What was the biggest marketing ploy for Titanic?
Travis, no, it's not bad that you never watched
I
it.
mean, I'll go deep. I know why Titanic as just an event, a life event, is big the way that it is. Because there's multiple ships
Marketing.
that sank.
Marketing wise,
3
when they said
hours?
go watch this movie, what was the big ploy?
I never heard
Leonardo
that. Shaq. I'm
DiCaprio
sorry.
and
Exactly.
homegirl had her titties out.
Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yes.
you're,
What you
So
mean?
you didn't know the movie was 3 hours long before going into it.
No, I did. I did.
So
even-
I
which
did.
one blew
even
your mind
remember that.
more? Leonardo DiCaprio, the titties out, or the 3-hour long movie?
Why would 3 hours captivate you to watch something?
Because nothing was even touching 3 hours. Nothing.
Is that true? I don't know how true that is.
but
How long is
but
Star
Shaq-
Wars?
My God,
movies?
JD.
No.
Oh my God,
Shaq,
JD.
attention spans. If you can sit there and watch that movie for 3 hours, then someone's doing something.
It felt
with
like torture. It felt like
Well, then why'd
torture.
you
I
keep
remember
watching
still
it?
to this day. I was with my mom. I was with my family. We're just watching a blockbuster movie. It isn't like now where I can just get up and just be like, up next. No. They went to Blockbuster, got the movie, come home, had to turn my head when the titties
Yeah,
came out,
you-
all of that.
And you for sure have to watch the movie if you got it from Blockbuster. Like you can't get up and
Like you can't just bail on a Blockbuster.
you just spent some money on that. This family time.
That's the nostalgia. But all right, I'll give you Titanic bad. That's bad though. But are we moving along?
Yeah, let's move along. And I'm gonna use the restroom while you guys talk about this next
Okay,
topic.
okay,
'Cause I
next
have no
episode-
idea what's going
next
on here.
Next episode, can we do a versus between Leo and Who Wants Will or Denzel?
Didn't we just do that?
Oh, okay, movie for movie.
No, we didn't do movie for movie.
I like.
I
that.
wanna know
That's
who has
fire.
the best-
That's heat.
The top 10
That's
movies
heat.
of each
Someone-
person.
so whoever
with
has
each
Will's
genre.
like, okay, I got Men in Black, and then you got to bring your Leo movie. That's
Listen,
I could
listen,
be
Shaq,
Leo.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah, I
say,
want
Leo
you to be.
obviously got Leo.
Shaq, I also want to know what you think Matthew McConaughey's best movie is.
I mean, I don't got.
Like, what won you over to say that he is the actor for you?
I mean,
Because I've never heard that.
Didn't Interstellar win us all over? Like that was like
It was hotter. than
that's
the
what
guy in
Leo
10 days.
tries to do. Like that was like we got took on a ride right now, and we understand everything that just happened. My mind is blown. You go to the planet every 8 minutes. Here is a year back back on Earth. It was just a lot of weird stuff that was just landing. It was, and the Lincoln Lawyer.
I was about to say the Lincoln Lawyer probably got him around. Like
I love the Lincoln Lawyer.
him and
And
Ryan
not,
really did good.
A Time to Kill.
He don't know about
no.
that.
Yeah, I do know about that. I've seen every Matthew McConaughey movie. And come on, let's keep quizzing me.
A Time
That-
to Kill is OD.
That's because
keep going.
Like
Samuel L.
OD.
Jackson, he stole that movie. That's his
First
joint.
off,
Him, Sandra Bullock,
Oh,
like that.
I mean, it's Samuel L. And shout out
Yes,
Sandra
they
Bullock.
deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
Yo,
But Matthew
are we gonna start a
last
movie
scene-
club?
Matthew last scene when he won the case in that movie. I'm sorry if you guys never seen it. I don't know if he acted as well since that last scene. That last
Ooh.
scene, Matthew. No, I'm just saying he bodied that last scene so much.
Name a Leonardo movie that's better than Interstellar.
Let's see. I like Inception better than Interstellar. I like Shutter Island better than Interstellar.
I hate one of those movies, and you can pick. You can pick which one.
I like
Like I
Catch Me If
hate
You.
how you guys give Shutter Island. Y'all make it.
I
Y'all
like
treat
Catch-
that like
Shutter
that's
Island was
Doctor
fire, man.
Strange
It
and
was OD.
Interstellar.
I like Catch Me If You Can better than Interstellar. That's
Doctor
3,
Strange
Shaq.
and Interstellar.
There's few
both better
movies
than-
that I like that I don't like better than Interstellar.
Like
I even like
Interstellar
that.
is good, very good.
Who's the other guy that went to space? Not Mark
Brad Pitt.
Wahlberg.
Bro, everyone's been to space. Those
Brad
space
Pitt.
movies
Not-
got so
but
played
not
out.
successfully. The
They
guy
got
that was
so
growing on
played out.
Mars.
You talking
you're
about
talking
George
about
Clooney?
Matt
Matt
Damon?
Damon.
Not Matt Damon. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
George
a good one.
Clooney. George Clooney went to space too and won an Oscar.
Gravity.
Shout out.
Gravity, facts.
Didn't he go with Sandra Bullock?
Yes.
Was it Sandra? I thought it was Jennifer Lawrence. No, she went to space as well. Jennifer Lawrence is that other guy.
Oh, that was fire. What's that movie called? Passengers.
Passengers. Yep.
That shit is fire.
And it was called The Martian. And shout out the Truman Show. That is also one of those goated
Truman
movies.
Show is elite. Truman Show is a very good show.
That's what Leo wish he could have acted in. All right. Are we moving along to news? We want to dabble in some news. We also have a tier list and a draft. We'll see if we get around to those. We can kind of go through these news and see if we don't. I want to explain the Sue Surf versus Cortez situation. That was supposed to be on the battle card the other night. JD, you can just nod your head during this time. So these are two battle rappers. Sue Surf got into an altercation before his battle with Cortez, and this is how he explains it. I know you're familiar. I think everybody up here is familiar with Sue Surf, besides JD.
For sure. Jersey.
So apparently some guy came in and pocket tapped Young M.A., the rapper, the female rapper who is a lesbian, and he pocket tapped and said, "Hey, I know your dad." He gets into an altercation with Sue Surf and his entourage, and the guy pulls out a knife and cuts one of Sue Surf's partners, and they just knock him out stone cold. Knock out the guy that cut one of his partners. This is all happening in real time, according to Sue Surf. Yes. This is the same guy just parading around the venue. Yeah,
he's just playing with her though.
He's a menace. I know nobody knows the backstory. He's knocked out. He just woke up a couple days ago. We don't know what happened other than that, but they had to cancel the event. And my thing is, I've been watching smack battles for the better part of my life now at this point.
Right.
And I don't understand how this isn't Blockbuster yet. I see King of the Dot, they're very professional. It's other rap battle leagues that are very professional, but how do you let this happen? I understand.
And Drake ruined it, didn't he? Like all the people that are involved, they're kind of like standing in the way of it, like advancing and taking to the next level.
Well,
and they didn't like Drake being a part of it, right?
I think that
didn't go as well
as that didn't go as well as people thought it was, but I think Smack is flourishing, to be honest. Smack is still the number one for most people, and I think he's turned down a lot of things. I think he's turned down a lot of things to continue being independent and keep being run his way. So for whatever is working for him, he doesn't want to change. So so he got some pay-per-view deals. He got, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, Shaq, I think I'm surprised this doesn't happen as much. Yeah. Because
I'm shocked
not for nothing. These dudes are from the hood.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
surprised
there
hasn't been like a shooting. You're right. Like mass casualties.
Sue Surfer's in Newark. Like he's hitting me up on Twitter like, "Yo, Dale, you trying to play with me in my tournament?" Like he's still there. Like this is like he's still there. So it ain't like we know them because it's like we grew with them. Like we've been watching smack battles. I've been watching since college. You know, I've been hearing these names since forever. So it's like, damn, like they low key kind of famous to us.
That's how I first started hearing about Meek Mill. I've been knowing about we've been knowing about Meek Mill since way before.
He had the dirty braids. Yeah,
for sure.
So it's like for us, it's like, damn. But that's why
I don't know if Sue is smoking Cortez like you guys think is. I think it's 2-1 debatable.
Yo, did you hear?
It depends on what Sue shows up.
Did you hear?
I know what Cortez is going to show. That's exactly right. Because
did you hear about this one guy? Did you hear about this one guy saying that Sue Surf is using ghostwriters?
But they say that honestly, they say that about everyone. Yeah, they say that about Clips.
That's being alleged.
I've heard that about a lot of people. So
I think, JC, I guess, is pinning for a few guys, but JC is cold.
Exactly. JC and Boy have one of the best
Chilla
battles.
Joneses.
Oh my, it's like
in the hat shop is legendary.
Him Chilla is pretty up there. It's like I could watch that over. Like I still don't know who would, but
it's a few. Big T versus K-Shine first round. Really like that one. Big T versus Hollow the Dawn back in the day.
I like the whole concept. Like Clips versus damn, what's boy name? I'm drawing a blank. The Gunball King. What's his Tay-Rock? Clips Tay-Rock 2 is ridiculous. Two. Who
you got though?
I have Clips.
Clips bodied them both times.
Clips won both times to me.
The first one, obviously, Clips won. I don't think Tay-Rock got enough love in that first one.
No, he got a lot of love in the second one, but I think still Clips won. Then Clips annihilated. Sue Surf, because Sue Surf wasn't even there. Like he really wasn't even. It's like
I've seen Sue get thrown around that ring quite a few times.
Yeah, he got thrown around a lot.
I've seen his lights get punched out like more
but
times.
He bodied someone recently.
But he does do some bodying as well. The real sick. I actually, the first battle I seen of him was the other day. Who was he battling? I think Real Sick is dope though. I think he's dope. But Hollow the Don, like for me, that is pinnacle of battle rap. Hollow the Don. Then you got Arsenal up there.
I like Clips versus him.
I really don't like Arsenal.
Clips. I
Shaq,
feel like
you know that's what's the name's brother?
Eminem to me. Who?
The guy from Joe Budden
Winning?
podcast.
Yeah, that's his brother.
Yeah.
Maul?
Ice.
Not Maul.
The new
Ice.
guys.
Not Ice. The light skin cat.
Ish.
Ish. That's his brother. Ish,
oh,
yes.
I thought that was the dark skin dude.
Huh?
I thought it was the dark skin dude is his brother.
Nah, Ice not his brother. It's Ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I knew that. I knew one of them was
3 battles in a row. No, like when Surf gets on a run and he's cooking, like I can appreciate it. But I'm telling you, I've seen Surf get slapped around. That's all I'm saying. To be a top tier guy, I've seen him get power slammed. Who's your guys' favorite battler? I got JC. Mine's is a split between DNA and Hollow the Don.
I'll take Clips.
I like the older generation. I like, the first
Mook,
like
J.
when
Mills.
Yeah,
that's the best battle ever. Mook versus Mills is the best battle I've ever seen in my life.
I like Party Artie too. I ain't gonna front. I even like, when we go down to Philly and stuff, like call me crazy, but Reed Dollars was my guy. Reed Dollars was wild, man. I really for sure thought I felt some type of way when I saw Meek Mill get signed to Maybach, and I was like, bro.
He was more marketable though.
I guess, you know what I mean? And
you know what I'm saying? What's the name passed away?
My favorite battle rapper is B.
P80, Party Artie.
No.
He died too.
Philly. I didn't know that. God, what's his name?
Who? Tech 9?
I got B.
Tech 9.
Tech 9 had a pending case. I think that was suicide. He had a pedophile case that was on the dock.
Did he really?
Yeah, and it was coming up. That's word on the streets. I'm pretty sure somebody in the chat can correct me, but the research that I did, and it was extensive. He had a case coming up to where he was about to do some time due to some underage stuff, and that was Murder, She Wrote. I want to. Christian is nasty. He said K Shine, and then John Dadon is his top 2.
That's who Surf. Yeah, Surf just cooked him.
But the thing about having a favorite battle rapper is it's just kind of who you relate to or who
your style.
Because I like listening to K Shine rap. And it's been times where I'm like, John might be losing a battle, but I'm like, I'm rocking with what John talking about.
I really feel like John, like when John's in his bag, like him and JC to me, when they get in that bag, it's a deep bag. And you're like, oh, somebody's in for a long battle up here. K Shine too, but he always fades out in the third except against A-Verb.
Hey, but that's why I like Tay-Rock. Because when Tay-Rock get to talking his shit, Tay-Rock get to talking his shit. And then the whole crowd gets into it. So it's a whole nother dynamic.
I never liked Tay-Rock ever. Not against
any He has like a cult following and stuff because he is with the guns and everything. Like people want to hear that,
I like Tay-Rock.
Like super.
It seems a little more personal when he be saying it to you. Like it's like, no, I'm in your face, really getting at you right now.
No, what y'all think of? What's his name in the chat? Said Abdul Toure. Geechee Gotti is OD too. Y'all liking him?
Geechee Gotti is I think he's next up, if not already. I feel like Twerk could be next up, but Twerk I don't understand. You choke this much. Like you can control the room like that, but you just always go into a choke. They brought a bill collector around. What do we got to say to that? He said, you out here having close battles with bill collector.
You out here. No, Surfing, what's the name, was OD. What's the boy from Wildin' Out? Conceited? That's a different type of battle.
Conceited used to be him. Him and that Asian dude, they got a battle too. Dumbfounded, I think. They got one of the highest viewed battles.
Yeah.
But remember Arsenal and Conceited where Conceited got on. It wasn't on Grind. It might have been on King of the Dot.
You talking about
Jin? It was on Grind Time. No, it wasn't Jin. I think it was Dumbfounded versus Conceited. I don't think it was. Jin has a battle though. I think.
Against Serious.
Smoked him. It was against Serious Jones.
I like Serious Jones.
Hey, what happened to him?
I don't like Serious Jones.
How do you guys feel about the
It says on King of the Dot, yeah.
What is it? The Calico and Lux.
I mean, I rock with Lux.
I feel like, nah, I didn't see Lux get.
No,
I
I'm
seen him get
talking about
body too.
Lux.
But I like his style.
Don has body Lux, and I feel like JC will body Lux.
I think what Lux did to Calico wasn't fair.
I feel like it was overhyped.
No. You see, this is why people say that, bro. But when you literally listen,
no, that one round was incredible.
And honest, but did you ever go on YouTube and listen to the second round he messed up?
The one where he couldn't find anything around the hospital bed?
No, the round he forgot. The one he forgot.
Yeah, but it's Lux. Like you, that's what Hollow told him. Tell me what was the obstacle there. You couldn't find anything to rhyme with hospital bed, and that's the genius of Hollow to Don. He just
shot the leg,
But I don't think Hollow won that battle versus Lux.
I promise you he did, though. You can go back and look, and it was. I promise you he did. But Lux is Mount Rushmore. You can't take away from Lux.
Right. Let's move along because I want JD to hear JD voice.
To get back, JD, we got to send you a rap battle.
No, here's the thing.
Can you suggest a rap battle?
I don't know I don't know anything about the world and like the who's who, but I love watching the videos and the clips of rap battles. Like, because I just love that stuff. It's just crazy to me, like the stuff that they do off the dome and whatever. I know a lot of it they have prepared, but the riffing and stuff, it's so dope. It's just a dope art.
It's pretty creative.
Yeah,
dope. It is Daylight versus Tay-Rock. JC versus Chilla is 199. Adrian Donate said no love for Loaded Lux.
No,
and then we can talk about this real quick and then move on. Is that your GOAT, Dale, for battle rap?
Lux, yeah.
Euro?
No.
Ron?
Hell no.
JD. All right, moving along. Euro put this into the chat. Euro wanted to put this into the chat, and we got to get into more rap battle bags. Maybe we can do a versus there somehow. Megan and Tory Lanez. Euro, do you want to touch in on this, or do you want everybody's opinion about the situation?
I just want to know everybody's opinion, because I think there's a lot that's been said already on this topic. Just by the media, different outlets. Everybody has something to say. Megan's camp and her label, and obviously she's part of the machine, so she has a lot of punch behind whatever they're trying to get out. Tory Lanez independent, he trying to. There's a lot of different things that's happening. I just kind of want to know what everybody's feeling is, especially because I don't know how closely you guys are following it, but it's looking like people are more leaning towards like believing Tory than Megan. So I just wanted to know.
I'll tell you where I stand, because I'm a nasty guy. JD, can we get a battle rap thing in Discord, so all of these great ideas that they're giving up, they can put into there, because I would like to touch on battle rap a lot more in these Players' Choice Uncuts. But to go back to you, Euro, I'm a Tory Lanez guy, and my wife is Meg Thee Stallion, but she's also a feminist, so she's believing Meg. I'm indifferent about it. I am often nervous about things coming out, and I'm looking crazy, because the way I'm caping from Tory Lanez every time a song comes on in the car to her, she's like, you think he didn't do it. And I'm like, there's no way, after listening to every single bar on Daystar, that he committed this crime in the context that Meg Thee Stallion is saying he committed it in. Now, maybe the gun went off and something weird happened, but I'm not jumping on board of he shot you. I just don't think that, based off of what I heard, and you don't know anybody, I don't know. I'm just in there. I'm not playing devil's advocate. I just believe him.
Yeah.
I just believe Tory Lanez. And they're going to go to court, and it's one of those weird situations. But I mean, man, Meg Thee Stallion, you just can't, I don't know, man. I feel like it was irresponsible on both sides, because she was drunk. Everybody was drunk. So it's like, I don't know. I seen the gunshot wound. I do feel like it is a gunshot wound, but it's a lot more in play. Tory Lanez was sleeping with her best friend. That's where she found out.
Was it a gunshot wound though? Because didn't they say that they found no fragments in her foot?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's weird.
The thing that throws me off, like, I don't know anything about this. I wasn't there, obviously, and everything that I'm hearing is just so contradictory to like everything else that's been said already. So I'm just literally stuck in the middle. I don't know what to make of it. The thing that is crazy though is that we know America, right? We know how America feels about Black people and how America treats Black people, especially when it comes to crime and guns and violence and everything like that. Now, we also know America in terms of how they treat foreigners, especially, Black and brown people that are foreigners. I can't understand how a foreign Black person shoots an American citizen at one of those most prestigious parties, and this guy is not under the jail already. Mm-hmm. And then they try to figure it out. How is this guy just out? He doesn't have a machine behind him in terms of like a big label to kind of like, yeah. So I don't understand why is Tory Lanez free right now. And so to me, because that's a reality, it makes me question everything. Like, it's weird. It's just weird to me.
It's a system.
No, in the way he's parading on IG, because I follow him, I'm a little toxic right now until proven otherwise. Yeah, I'm with you, Euro. I don't get it either. I'm like, there's no way they're letting the African Canadian,
yeah,
from Canada, from Toronto, coming out here with a gun allegedly
at a Jenner's party. Like, this is not happening.
Yeah.
In this world. My sister, every time someone goes something wrong, my sister, she always jumps on. I'm not listening to their music. I'm not doing this until stuff comes out. I'm never that. I've always been able to separate from, which is sad, but I'll get into this after. So back to Tory Lanez. The fact that he never stopped parading. Like, he's literally never stopped. And when this first came out with the shooting in the foot, it was at a time where it was empower Black women this. And Megan was hotter. He never stopped. So when I seen that, it's like, he must know something we don't know.
That we know. That we do not.
We know.
In this climate right now, he is really
he's really still very happy. Yeah, and then he put out an album that was just amazing.
Amazing. That was amazing.
Like, my sister's like, but he's shooting chicks.
I rock with Megan though, man. Also, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, again, one of those situations that we just didn't need. And I just hope that, I don't know if it's even possible for this to get resolved without either one of them getting hurt from it. That's what I think.
Meg's just like, she's on a train right now on social media to where she can't back down. Like, she still has benefited. Dude? She has benefited too much. Who?
Party?
Yeah.
Like her manager?
No, Party Next Door. It's a boyfriend.
Not Party
Next Door. Party some Fontaine. Yeah.
You got you. I didn't even know that they were together. I think I seen something about it, but I didn't know if they still were together. But her rollout has been just as nasty as his on the reverse of her doubling down. Like, no, he shot me. So that's why I'm like, oh my God. And I don't know how you prove this.
Right.
Alcohol and guns do not mix anywhere. But
alcohol don't mix with anything.
That's very true.
The sooner you guys get to know that, you'll be on my train.
That's fire, Dale. Are we about to dabble in the Russian and Ukraine situation? And we can dabble in it from a different standpoint. I know you have some great insight on this. My only thing I would have to say about this is the narrative pushing that happens on this planet is one for the gods. And that's how I feel about that situation. And that's it. It's like religion. However you were born and raised and taught, that's how you feel. No matter what's right or wrong, because if it was your side doing it, you wouldn't be opposed to what's happening with Russia. I get it. And vice versa. So that's why I just stay out of it and just say war is nasty all around, but it's what the human race has been brought up on. That's why we have countries now. So it's just weird the stand that everybody seems to be taking.
It's to my point about violence. I think it's so blue-eyed when people say violence is not the answer, when literally every advancement that has been made in human history with the current structure that we currently living under, nationalities, race constructs, societal like tiers and everything like that. That's all based off violence. You know what I'm saying? And we know, like in nature, only violence, survival of the fittest. That's the number one rule. You need that friction in order for something to grow. Like, that energy needs to exist. You know what I mean? It creates heat. It creates all of this. You know what I mean? This is not just this is not just physical, this is metaphysical, this is like everything, you know what I'm saying? So the wild part to me is just, it's one man, a few people that say, yeah, this is what we're doing, and millions suffer the consequences because of it. And this is the education part right here too, because they wouldn't be able to get that off if everybody was educated on what actually really is happening in terms of who these people that are supposed to be on the other side are and who they are to us, and vice versa. And yeah, man, I just, it's just crazy. It's just all the way nasty. Like you said, man, America is a culprit of that too. You know, they annexed a bunch of nations, you know what I mean? They go colonize and whatnot. Well, what nation
they got
is
his bags? JD?
Fuck war. That's it.
Dale?
There's nothing to say about that, man. It's kind of it's nothing to say about it. I don't have really nothing to say about what's going on over there. Like I talk to people that's been in Ukraine, talk to people that's in Russia to this day, just hope for their safety. But I don't think I'm too inclined to talk about the war and that political side. So I'm not even gonna try to dive into it. I'm just gonna like try to reach out to the people I know that was in both countries, of course, through basketball, and hope for their safety. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. It's different when you have like skin in the game, right? When you know people that are really affected by it, and it's like, right, shit.
So now I don't got to worry about what's going on or why it's going on. I just got to worry about their safety, and that's how my take.
And you don't, right? And if you have, let's say you have a good Russian friend and a good Ukrainian friend, and both of them are like, you know, really into whatever their side is believing, and now you gridlocked. Now you can't even. It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, so,
I understand.
Yeah.
Ron, you got anything?
My guy, I don't know how to say your name, Medehe. He said war in 22 is just crazy. And that's just kind of where I'm at with it. Like when I see the clips of like them literally sending missiles over there and them actually really fighting, like if you would have told me this last year, I would have been like, you know, and I know it's been other wars and stuff going on. We don't really see it too much in America. And I know it happens in the Middle East and stuff, but I guess just due to ignorance, I don't necessarily think it's a joke, but I don't think it's real because I don't see it. But like when you see those videos and shit, that's wild.
And
I mean, not really. We've been conditioned.
Just to clarify what you said, Ron, just so I don't want anyone to misinterpret your words. You said we don't really see it in America. You're meaning we don't see people attacking the U.S., so we're not seeing with our own eyes. Right.
Yeah, we don't see two countries with with tanks going at each other and battleships and stuff like that.
On our land, right?
Yeah, we see one-offs, like it might be like a bombing or it might be a shootout or something like that. We see
war on war in America. So that's why you didn't get into it, and I'm not.
Yeah, we see a different type of war.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's
a different type of war front.
Just to see that other type of war that we don't necessarily see every day. And I'm just like, damn.
But I mean, it's just like, and this is why I can't wait to retire. And I actually don't mind touching on it now, but it's just nasty, the stuff that we put at the forefront as like a narrative and with the media and just what matters to people. I mean, obviously war is war and it's nasty, but all right, moving along. What is that?
You know, I always wanted to ask you where you're standing in terms of like retirement or not, because I think that's such an interesting topic to ask a professional, you know, like an active professional athlete.
You could ask me. I got like a year and a half left, maybe.
Yeah. But you're older than Shaq. You've been playing a little bit longer, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like I'm talking about somebody who is like in the middle, because now you see, like Dale, I'm sure you had the same like thoughts at some point in your career, somewhere towards the middle, where you're just like, dog, is this shit really worth it?
I don't think that's what it is. I think what the main thing about is if you like, I talk to my brother, he's retired all day. Yeah. It's like when you talk to someone that's retired, that played and retired, like how he retired and got into something, he makes it like always hit me, yo, Dell, you can hit it, you can do this too. Yo, Dell, I just talked to Kobe. Yo, Dell, they win. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, leave me alone. Like, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like that. And then sometimes when stuff doesn't go your way, you feel like like last couple of years been tough. Not last year or months been tough in basketball. So you just feel like it's like opening the door for you. But then you go work out, then you go play with your friends, and then you're like, damn, you still got a lot of left to give the game, or still to play for yourself. So that's just the whole line that you cross with it. But my brother, he's a scout. He's a scout, and he's everywhere. And Kobe's like one of my mentors. And at the All-Star weekend, he's talking to Kobe like, yeah, you know, Dell got to hit me up if you want. And I go to my school and coach, and there's all these avenues you probably could jump into, but you just still in the back of your mind, like.
But I guess I'm not really talking about basketball in general, because, you know, I was piggybacking off of like war and like, you just, you know, your understanding because you have like and so safety. Now like with you, for example, like, I don't know if your family is with you most of the time when you're overseas. So it's like, you know, you have a wife, you have kids. It's like,
right.
Dog,
so with that, even in that aspect, so this is how I always view things. Shaq might be the same way. I don't know. We never really talked about it, but I would never say don't come with me because it's not safe. I don't live by that, because nowhere's safe. Literally. And that's how I feel. And that's how I feel.
Life isn't safe in general.
Like, yeah, no way is safe. I always tell people, you could be driving in a car and the person right behind you or in front of you have more control over your life than you do. So whenever someone's sitting and tell me they have control over your life, I'd be like, no, you don't. Because I could walk in the back, get a knife, and kill you, because you don't know what another person is thinking or going through. So, like, my boy, last time my boy just died washing his car, went up to him, shot him in the head. Yeah. Like, that's in my realm of, you know, things reality. That has happened, and that's in my reality for sure. So, yo, if I'm going, like, went to Gaziantep, yo, if you want to come, y'all could come. Like, you go this place, because for the most part, bro, it's a war going on.
Yeah.
You know?
I have the same.
Outside.
I rock with you on this 100%, man. I have that same attitude, man. That's why I ended up in the Middle East. Like, you know what I mean? Working as a, you know, I worked as a contractor for the U.S. military for a while. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's like, you know, just seeing all those soldiers. Like, I was on a forward base in Kuwait, meaning that like you have soldiers that like sleep there, but they go to Afghanistan. This is like at the height of the Afghanistan war. Okay. And so they fly over, get off whatever they need to get off, come back and sleep, and they in the gym with you, they in the cafeteria with you.
Yeah.
And these dudes, like,
they stories are so much different.
It's not just that. It's like, dog, you have to understand. You was just kicking it with this dude, playing ball, talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some competitive shit. Not just that, but his teammate that you also, like, you know what I mean, being like talking shit to, he just died over there. Like, literally like 6 hours ago, and he's back. You know what I'm saying? In the gym to try to get his mind off. Yeah, and you talking shit to him. Dog, this is a different reality. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I go play basketball in Krasnoyarsk. There's a place in Russia. It's like right next to Siberia. So I'm headed out there. Melissa's telling me, she's like, she was just watching this show. This was like 2015, 16. The number one jail in the world is located in the city I'm going to play. The number one jail. I'm like, oh, that's what's up. Not thinking nothing of it, because like my upbringing, I'm like, that's, people be so surprised. We went to Gaziantep, like, I want to say this earlier, Shaq, with how close we to people, like, yo, you think you're gonna be safe there? We go to the mall, people are walking around with guns, like, yo, you think you're gonna be safe there? I'm like, why wouldn't I? Me and Shaq would go bowling and freaking every day, like, like, not even thinking about it. Like, yeah, it's like, well, like, things happen. Like, it's, what's gonna happen is gonna happen. Like, I'm not gonna be just in the crib, like, looking out the window, hearing the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You go, like, it's not me. So I've never been really afraid, because I could walk outside right now and somebody could be having a bad day and I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact.
All right, moving along. Bruce Willis diagnosed with the brain disorder, a language disorder. Is caused by damage in a specific area of the brain that controls language expression and comprehension. So he's actually retired. It's called aphasia, I think. And the weird part about that is my stunt double for 17 years. Don't have a lunch with me and then come out and start chatting to TMZ or to anybody. And you've been my stunt double for 17 years. And now you a chatty patty.
Oh, he's the one that broke that news?
No, he didn't break it, but he's like, yo, Bruce is looking like down, depressed, he's lost weight.
Yeah, man. I mean, first of all, that's horrible, bro.
He's 65, I think, Bruce Willis.
Damn,
Your
that's young.
ability to lose your ability to like speak and communicate in general, that is what else does it affect? Like he just can't, like he's normal, he just can't speak.
I don't know how deep it is, but it's caused by a stroke that may or may not have happened, but they don't know how.
It might be a degenerative thing where over time it gets worse.
Pretty sure that's what it is.
So
It's,
I guess shout outs to Bruce Willis. Hopefully he's able to cope with that. Disney exec says she wants at least half of all characters to be LGBTQ or ethnic minorities by 2022. Campaign is called Reimagine Tomorrow. She's pushing hard for this. I think she said she had a transgender child and a pansexual. Yeah. Which I think the pansexuals do not identify. Don't quote me on that.
I don't know.
My only thing with stuff like this is why do you have to announce it?
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like no, they got to announce it because African Americans, we want it to be announced.
Oh, why?
So you can answer
the question for me then. Why?
Yeah, I mean, why not? Like, this is what it is now. Like half of it is, it's a lot of Disney characters.
I mean, it's a teaser. It's a teaser, basically.
Exactly. So
they have to do that so the fan base doesn't jump shit because it's like, yo, what is Disney turning into? And so they just
that's with everybody. That's with everybody.
When you have a regular movie, this movie's about to be all black. This movie, you know what I'm saying? It's like make your movie and then let it be received. Like when I thought you said teaser,
you have to prime the core audience.
I think they were just keeping like not even just like make it feel good to just create more buzz in a way. Not for people to just know, just to like, oh yeah, Disney, we about to try this. Why are you? If you make a movie without none of this, you're not gonna say, hey, no homosexual characters are in this film.
They have.
So why you gotta tell me?
They have.
But why you gotta tell me that they are in the film?
It's just the climate that we're in.
It is the climate. It is the climate. It is not. Yo, me and wifey were just literally, we turned on, I see a cartoon, it was being an advertisement on flixtour.com or .to. Shout out to Dale. Amazing website.
Did you log in?
Yeah. We're regulars in case you didn't know what was going on in that account. Okay. Yeah, every day. Anyways, I'm like, this is smashing anything. They let you download the movie. It's quite insane. But anyways, we were watching a movie called Turning Red, and it just came out. It's a Disney Channel movie. It's about a middle schooler basically getting her period. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, what is the correlation here? So when she gets upset, when she gets moody, she turns into a big red panda. And it's like she goes to middle school and some girls are like, I want to have a picture with the red panda. Basically, where's my period at? I love it. And it's other people like, yo, you're tripping right now. And it's just they tie it into Chinese mythology in a unique way. And I feel like they did a really good job of representation. The only part was like, she thought about a guy one time and she turned into the red panda. And I'm like, all right, you guys are kind of crazy here.
Now you're horny.
Yeah, like, exactly. I'm like, whoa, don't let that scene go over your head. But I mean, they say she's 13 and it's advertised as, she's like, I'm a teenager. I'm about to go out on my own. But I was like, yeah, it's not Inside Out because we know what Inside Out and Soul was, but it's a really good movie.
Okay.
It is.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so.
I'm gonna watch it.
So
I asked about it because I didn't know if I sent you the login. That's why I asked. I didn't know if you had.
Oh yeah. I've had that for
good, perfect.
Going on a year now. The murder conviction and sentence of Amber Geiger upheld in the Botham Jean case. She tried to file for parole.
She got 10 years, right? Early.
Yeah, she's trying to get out. She's trying to duck 10 years. I mean, no, I think this was the third year and they denied it.
What is this? She'll get out in 3, like in 6.
3 more. Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fact that you're trying to duck 10 for a murder
so this lady cop walked into someone else's apartment and shot him and said she thought she was in her spot.
Yeah, I remember this.
Her neighbor that lived downstairs that actually used to knock it down.
Yeah, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, it's out there.
Yeah, all right. Ron, Dame Dash ordered to pay $805K in movie copyright lawsuit. Like Dame is Dame. What do you expect? I don't know the backstory on this. Ron, do you?
Yeah. What movie?
I get, shout out to Dame Dash. I'm a big Dame Dash fan. He got his own movie studio.
But what will be copyrighted from?
I don't know. Well, like we didn't get all of those details, but he posted in the Instagram because Dame not gonna, Dame's going through.
He's on that.
JB and Jane, anything that Dame got that's public, he's gonna speak on it. He's not gonna just wait in the background and let you interpret what you want. He's gonna tell you about it. So he posted an Instagram post, and his caption was, "You have to lose battles to win a war sometimes." And then he said, "Stay tuned. #FatLiars. #You'll never be me." And then he said, "Don't ever say you directed my movie." So I mean, I don't know exactly the intricate details of the situation, but things get nasty when it comes to copywriting and all of those infringements and stuff like that.
Shout out Dame. Former Yale School of Medicine employee stole more than 40 million in electronics. She was kind of just she was buying electronics, sending it back to her homeland, and they were getting it off, and she was putting it under her LLC. She was buying luxury cars and homes and real estate. Shout out her. She tried it. Has anybody seen Inventing Anne? It reminds me of that kinda. All 32 Inventing Anne. I woke up on an app. My wife was just watching it today on episode 6, and I was like, I can't believe I agreed to let her watch this without me. I was pissed. I was like, they did a good job.
Yeah,
and I'm just butting in,
bro.
On
So
6,
on that wave,
wow.
There's so many like scam kind of documentary type, or in that case, that's kind of reenacting. You got that one. You got the Tinder swindler, and you got Bad Vegan, the Bad Vegan or whatever. All on that scam line.
I didn't watch either.
Bro, it's crazy. You got to watch them.
All 32 NFL teams required to hire a woman or minority in offensive coaching position for the 2022 season.
Finally.
Yeah, they're getting their just due. Formula One hits the jackpot in Las Vegas, deal for $1 billion to do a Grand Prix on the Vegas Strip.
That's heat.
That's insane, and I think that's going to be ridiculous.
It's
and it ain't gonna be better than Monaco.
Can't wait to be there.
Probably
Do they pay the houses?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Euro. There's nothing like the Las Vegas
They
Strip.
relocate you. No, Monaco. What do you mean? And the death rate that they have, the accident rate at that place?
Where?
No way. No.
What do you mean
way.
better? The scenery on the Las Vegas Strip is way better than the scenery anywhere on this earth.
What it'll do is it'll gain a whole bunch of Formula One fans in the United States. That's
what it's trying to do. Right.
But the Formula One community, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Because they have Monaco.
Yeah.
Monaco
Vegas
is like
losing
their
money
Super
too.
Bowl. Isn't that like the Super Bowl?
No, I don't know. I wouldn't say that, but it's definitely like a notorious
one of their
track.
highest.
It's a notorious track because they're actually in the streets. You know how small, like, that the Côte d'Azur is, you know what I mean? And it's like super small streets. And that's why like, it's such a like event that is always like, people are looking at it like, yo, should we really be having it there? Because number one, it's just super expensive having to get all those people out, relocate them for however many days you need to relocate them for. Iron Man 2 was filmed there, you know what I mean, for that particular event, you know what I mean? And it's big like that.
Yeah,
and so because the streets are so narrow and like they are doing all this whiny stuff and you going through tunnels and everything like that.
In Euro, it was like that in Baku
accident rate
too.
is high, huh?
In Azerbaijan, Baku, when I went there to get my passport and they had the Formula One setup and my mind was blown. I was like, these are just everyday streets and you guys just set up the track around downtown. I said, that's fire.
Shaq, is that passport still active?
No, they took it away. They got upset at me. Really upset. Moving along. I just want to touch on 2 more things. Mackenzie Scott donates, which is Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, $436 million to Habitat for Humanity, continuing her giving spree since divorce, which is up to $8 billion now.
You want to get into conspiracy theory a little bit?
let me send her our autism show link. Hopefully she reads it.
You want to donate a couple hundred? Do you think that she's doing this out of the goodness of her heart, or do you think she's doing this for tax purposes?
Tax purpose, both. Who wouldn't? Any billionaire is doing everything for tax purposes. Like I have to. I'm obligated to, actually.
Yes. If you can give a whole bunch of money and it's 100% tax refundable or deductible or whatever it is, like why not, bro? To give $100 million to a charity of your choice.
Regardless,
I think
it's dope.
One thing that America's done right.
Yeah. Regardless, it's dope that she's donating to charity. That's dope. I'm not going to take that from her. It's just intentions. I'm just curious about intentions. All right, go ahead, Shaq. Sorry.
Last one. When neighborhood knows bits of personal information about local police, crime drops 5 to 7%. I'm upset that the media is even trying to push this narrative. They're talking about giving away addresses of police officers, their favorite foods, and weird stuff like that. Some type of correlation between humanity. I'm an officer. Stop playing with me. Don't give that to anybody. I don't care what's going on. That's just a weird little twist.
Life is weird.
What this boils down to is you need people of the community to police the community, not ship somebody from the suburbs to police the inner city.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is boiling down to, because you humanize.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
The crime dropping by 5 to 7%, not in Chicago.
Do you know that for a fact?
Where are you doing these? Yeah, because the murders keep going up year by year. But I'm just curious to know where are they doing these little bite-sized, fun little stat tests?
I think.
But I'm with you on that.
I think
what I'm saying is like over policing doesn't. This is over policing issue basically. They're saying that if the police is more humanized to the people. I don't know which way I want to approach this. I'm just saying it's like over policing causes
I hear what you're
more
saying.
crime.
Yeah, no,
because they're looking for it. They're looking for it. And American society is set up to where like you can get caught for anything. Dog, in Europe or whatever, there's no like tickets like that police give out because they have cameras. And so like there is no like, you know what I'm saying? There is no like, oh, let me search your car. Like there is no this when it comes to traffic stops, there is none of that. And so how many crimes or like how many actions are being deemed a crime in America that stem from traffic violations? You see what I'm saying? And so if you take that out the equation, you see what I'm saying? So it's just an over policing issue.
If you're
traffic violations is low key the main cause of a lot of these crimes, because what you got to understand is the cop uses that as a way to basically be able to search you and be able to over question you and all of that. He pulls you over. Oh, you don't have insurance? All right, get out the car. Oh, your license is invalid? Get out the car. What's in it? That leads to a whole lot of other situations that would have never happened if otherwise.
That probable cause is crazy. It's illegal in some countries, like Germany, for example. It's illegal for police to walk up to your car, even with their hand on their holster. Like they are not allowed to do that. Like constitutionally, it's illegal for them to do that.
JD, are you ready to fire this tier list up?
Yeah.
And wait.
And while you're doing it, these are some funny questions from Reddit. How much sawdust can you put into Rice Krispie treats before people start to notice? I feel like I'm a savant with things like this. I will almost kill you, but also be like, you don't taste it yet. Sawdust in my Rice Krispie. That's like putting oregano in somebody's chopped up weed, which I've never done before.
I don't know about Rice Krispies or any of those stuff, so I can't answer that question.
I'm good over here.
Sawdust.
It's got to be a kind of a substantial amount because, like, you're not noticing a little bit of sawdust, especially if
no. You're going to the hospital by the time you realize if it's that much.
You guys think so? I don't think it'd be that hard to detect that it's sawdust.
Not if it's just a little sprinkle, Ron.
If it's just a little sprinkle, no. But after a while, you'll be able to chew it and be like, "Yo, this does."
I mean, if you get caught, you lose. So I mean,
you might just think that you're biting into a little crunchy piece of the Rice Krispie, though.
Yo, I also seen this on Reddit. What life advice can just fuck off? The karma and cheaters never prosper.
Yeah, that's
those
a lie.
two for me are probably at the top.
Yeah,
and it's quite funny.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm kind of like a karma guy. Like I definitely move.
I don't think karma is real.
That's fine.
And I always say this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Me and Zach, like it's like if you find money on the floor, it's rare for me to hear. I said this before. It's rare for me to hear someone say, "That's good karma." For me,
that's not karma.
Right, you see, but they was call it luck.
Yeah, people are wilding though. People be like, "Oh, just because he cheated on me, you walk across the street, get hit by a bus, that's karma." Like, no,
but
that
if I
ain't.
lose money, they'll be like, "See, that's that bad karma," or it could be bad luck.
I feel like do what you love, and
unless
you never,
they're the same.
That quote, "Do what you love, and you'll never work a day in your life." I feel like that needs some context around it.
I actually like that quote though. That's probably one of my favorite. And
it's hard. I feel like
it's hard work. No matter what you do, it's hard work.
Oh, for sure, but it's work you're
Okay,
willing to
but-
do because you're going towards a goal
right.
that is going to be fulfilling to you. So it's
Right.
easier to do that work, even if it's hard work. It's easier to motivate yourself to do that work and get it done than if somebody
versus
you
other
got-
things. But if you could leave players' choice to do something better, you would.
But
That's
what's
why
better?
I'm like,
but what's
that
better?
quote-
No.
What's better?
Zach,
What's
I
better
think
to
you're
you?
looking at it wrong.
If I get the
do what
poker
you
tour,
love. You love players' choice.
Yeah, but
We're
there's
about
things
to
that
do a
you love
6-hour
over
show on
players' choice.
Saturday.
No,
Like, meh.
but Shaq, you're also missing the context of like forget players' choice. We could insert whatever name here. We're at the forefront of it all, building something and creating something. That's what makes it fun. Not just because if I went
It
and
does,
worked
but
for
it
a
doesn't mean you
Bleacher
don't work a
Report,
day in your
if I
life.
went and
That's the
worked for
point
a-
that you guys are missing.
if I went
We work every day to get to this point, JD.
Yeah, I understand that, but if I went and worked for somebody else, other company, doing what I'm doing, but I'm not at the front of that. I'm just doing work.
I think
not
I'm
as-
taking it more literal.
That's not as fulfilling to me.
I think you are.
I think
as
I'm
well.
taking it more literal. Is that fair?
That's fine.
Yeah, I
I'm
think you
good
are as
over
well.
here, Shaq.
Okay. I mean, we could have gotten to what's some poor people food that you would eat no matter
Yeah, we could get into that. Let's get
how
into that.
wealthy you
Top
get.
ramen.
And I think the only answer is top ramen.
For sure, top ramen, but
Cereal.
also Kraft macaroni and cheese.
I don't. Is Kraft macaroni and cheese?
I don't like this
Velveeta?
topic.
No, that's the
Velveeta's?
different one. Those are two different brands.
Oh, okay. About to say.
I'm not a
That's
fan of this
$6 a
topic.
box. As far as what?
Poor people food. It's kind of gross.
It's just food,
Well,
and
inexpensive
it
food.
happens to be inexpensive.
Say food that doesn't cost much. Poor people food is kind of because many houses that are high end has all those. It's gross.
Well,
it's
I
gross.
mean, I don't look at it as poor people food.
well,
Inexpensive
you just.
food.
I'm just saying what you read. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I can change it. I love sloppy joes. That's inexpensive.
Fire.
Okay.
Hot dogs.
And hot dogs.
I just
Yeah,
had
for
sloppy
sure.
joes this week, actually.
Hot dogs.
But hot
Throw
dogs
some
is
baked beans
is
on
it-
there. Ooh.
it's neighborhood barbecues. So
Okay, but sloppy joes is the one food that you can't add anything into it to make it taste better. Sloppy joe, you're getting a sloppy joe every single time. You can't add onions, mushrooms.
That's
It
what
takes
makes
away
it
from
one
the
of the
sloppy
best
joe.
foods because
Yeah, no. Sloppy joe is elite.
unlike mac and cheese, where you can definitely mess that up.
I mean, but you can add
Oh,
lots
I
of
am
mac
a
and cheese.
mac
You can
and
add shrimp
cheese
to mac and cheese.
savant.
Yeah.
If you put the wrong thing or the cheese tastes weird, I'm not eating your mac and cheese.
I had somebody put onions in it once. I was
That's
like,
crazy.
I don't
You
know
can
about
put the
all
one onions.
That
not
would
like the
deserve
ball
a
onions.
face smush.
that.
Mac and cheese can go a lot of different ways.
That's true. Ron's grandma makes good mac and cheese. All right, we ready for the tier list?
Let's get it.
this person is stupid. Why did I do this? I'm on Play-Doh playing live on Spades, guys.
Oh my god.
Are you winning?
No, the person's idiot. They went nil and they had the king of spades. You expect me to protect that?
I thought you had. That's what
Thought I
JD
had the
does.
ace.
I do not do that.
Me and JD
Actually-
don't lose.
I actually played the other night. I was having a blast.
I'm ranked number 70 in the world right now.
That's crazy.
We're doing five. That's fire. We're doing 5 per row. 5 per row, 7 on the last row because I think it's 32.
Bro, I feel like we should just put these wherever we want. I don't think it has to be we need.
No, it needs to be 5 per row because that's what makes it interesting. That's what gets it a little edgy in here. We just put 10 on top tier, then what's the point of doing the tier list? Everybody can't be top tier.
I mean, that's how you do the tier list technically. We just have different ways of doing it with the hoop stuff. But yeah, we can do that.
I mean, okay, then we should just put good or not good then.
Well, no, you still tier them, of course. But we're starting with Rick and Morty. We have top tier, high class, mid, nice but meh, low key trash.
Rick and Morty is top tier.
Agree.
Hold on, what are we doing?
We're tier listing these TV shows.
Oh, let me click on this. My fault. All right, go ahead.
Rick and Morty.
And if you've never seen it, then that's fair. Kind of weird. But I've never seen Game of Thrones, so.
That's crazy.
Really?
Is anybody else going to weigh in on Rick and Morty?
I think
haven't watched
Rick and
it yet.
Morty is
What's the tiers?
extremely-
1 to what?
Top tier, high class, mid, nice but meh, low key trash.
Rick and Morty is Reggie. It's mid.
Wow.
You guys hype Rick and Morty to put it up here, and I just like, all right,
Precedence Heights.
Yeah,
That's tough.
I have to check it out. I haven't checked it out yet.
All right, so is it high class mid then? Because we got top tier, they got mid, and
We
Dell
can put
has
in high
meh.
class. Yeah, we can.
Modern Family. I've never really given that show a chance.
That's high class mid right there.
let's see what's going on here. We're just gonna hype the shit out of everything.
I think Modern Family's high class mid also.
Yeah, me too. I like Modern Family.
I haven't really seen it.
It's
It's
a cool
funny.
show, but mid.
Oh, this one is gonna get nasty. Friends, low key trash.
That's some high class mid.
What is the highest
Oh,
order
man.
on the list?
Top tier.
Top tier.
He's like, put it above there.
Put
Yeah,
it
right.
toppest tier.
Nah,
I knew it.
this is low key trash. That show sucks.
It's a mid. It's some mid. It's some
It's
mid.
trash to me as well.
So trash.
Damn.
Ron,
Have you guys? How many episodes have you guys say? Because
I've watched season.
when I distinguish a show, I watch a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? So
Mostly
if you
all
watch
of
an
it. I've seen about
episode that,
80%.
Yeah, so
I've seen
it's
about
like,
80%. That's why I'm saying
Zero,
it's
how
some-
much of Friends have you seen?
4
it's
episodes
high class
rule.
mid-ish.
It's a 4 episode
Four
rule.
episode rule of 10 seasons is 4 episodes rule.
I have
That's
to watch.
tough.
I have to watch 4 episodes. If I'm with it, I'm with it. If I'm not, I'm not.
That's fair.
4 episodes
epi-
is a good grace period.
For 10 seasons of shows.
No, I mean
4
if
episodes.
you're talking about like longevity of a show, then of course that pales in comparison. But I'm talking about first
It's a
watching
reason
a
it's
show.
10 seasons.
If I don't
Yeah,
like it in the first 10 minutes, and each episode is 30 minutes, or let's say an hour, I'm gonna do
30 minutes,
4 hours. You know what I mean? I
30
think
minutes,
that's fair
20
on my part.
26 minutes.
So how many
let's say an
episodes have
album-
you seen?
Let's say an album has 24 songs. You listen to the first 4 is whack. You cutting it off, or you just still going for the next?
No,
20?
I'm skipping. I'm starting to skip after that.
Okay, so why?
And
you
then
listen-
and then with music is a little bit different because like I'll listen, like I give it a full listen, and if it's not like if it doesn't catch anything, I'll start skipping and I'll start listening to what catches my ear, like in terms of like. But with music to me, like
Sonically.
I have to listen in different settings. Like I have to listen to it in the car. I have to listen to it when I work out. I have to listen when I chill and smoke. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like, I give music more chances than movies and shows.
I feel like it should be some mid.
Yeah, Friends. I'm gonna put Friends mid, but the reason why I'm gonna give Friends so much love is because you don't have a show that's just continuously getting season after season and it just sticking around without it not being somewhat good. I haven't watched it like that, but I know it's a solid show just based on its following.
Ugh. All right. Well, we're putting it mid. I have it low key trash. Dell has it top tier. I heard a lot of mids. Martin? I haven't actually seen Martin.
Low key trash.
Ooh, that's
Low-key
tough.
trash.
That's very tough. Ron?
Dale, you being serious?
I
Yeah.
mean, with the greats,
Yo, Martin is a classic. Don't make me get on my Kareem Abdul-Jabbar horse.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I think
we
for
hate
me,
that
Martin
horse
might
as
be
well.
mid.
I mean, all the cameos he's had in there, him repping HBCUs nonstop. Like, I mean, that's high class mid to me, if not top tier.
I'm going high
Oh
class.
my
mid.
God. Mid at the highest.
Yo, how many rap references have you heard? Martin, Gina. It's a cultural show too.
Yeah.
I mean, all
don't you know
rappers are
no
black,
good?
right?
Jerome in the house. You know what I mean?
It's very
Iconic
of course you're
characters.
gonna hear
Shanae,
Martin.
come on, there's iconic characters. Like they could have each of those characters can have a spinoff on their own.
Because we're gonna top tier the shit out of Fresh Prince, but I'm like, Martin is not too far behind Fresh Prince in my book.
It has to go mid. Like it's no way up here with these other guys that it's going like no.
Oh man.
Martin's better than Rick and Morty? No.
Yes.
I gotta watch this show.
One.
I just have to watch Martin. I literally know nothing about it. Like,
Don't watch Martin, JD.
well, I
Laugh track.
want to know what it is. I want to know where it's on this tier list. All right, where are we putting this? So Dell's got it low key trash. Ron has it top tier.
No, I got a high class.
And Shaq
I got it mid.
and Euro.
Pardon?
Yeah.
Top.
Wow. Okay. So I think this might go mid. We have
Mid is
we have a top, we have a high class, we have a mid, and low-key trash.
I guess it's fair considering.
And
Me and you, Ron.
I don't have an opinion. So the nerd show. God, what is that called, bro?
the nerd
Dexter?
show. Big Bang Theory.
Dexter.
Big Bang Theory. Yeah.
Or the Big Bang, I guess.
Low-key trash.
It's low key top tier.
Oh.
Yeah, it is low key
It's
top
high
tier.
class mid.
What?
It's high class mid.
Yeah, it's an acquired.
It's no way you don't look at that like, wow, these writers are extremely clever in their acting. Backs it
Isn't
up.
that the same Seinfeld writers? Or
I don't know about that.
Oh no, that's
That's
that
Curb Your
show.
Enthusiasm.
Curb
Right?
Your Enthusiasm. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yes, Seinfeld.
That I'm going. What is the second row? That's where I'm going.
High class
The
mid.
Big Bang. Yeah, I'm going high class mid.
All right, I got low-key trash. Dell.
It's mid, high class mid. The theory of bangs.
Euro.
Nice, but meh.
Nice, but meh.
Ron.
Yeah, I'm gonna go same class. Nice, but man.
All right, I think this is mid. Right?
Wow.
Or was Shaq the only high class mid?
Me and Del.
Oh, him and Dill.
Okay. So mid. Breaking Bad.
Worst show I've ever seen.
I just finished that too.
Worst show ever.
I gotta go low key trash. Is that the bottom
Yeah.
one?
Oh, I'm giving
I
this high
got
class
you.
mid.
I got to.
Putting a strong high class mid on Breaking
Yeah,
Bad.
for sure.
I'm gonna go
Breaking
nice
Bad
but mad.
crazy.
I like a few seasons in there, but man, it's
Nah,
slow.
honestly, this is one of the shows where, all right, so everyone, literally the whole universe was break it, yo,
Yeah.
break it back, yo. I'm like, all right, boom. I'm in Russia, chilling, pop season 1 in. Yo, Dell, just wait, bro. Get on. I cool, watch season 2. Oh, yo, third. When what they said, when Gus get involved,
It was
I
so
met Gus.
predictable.
That's when
I
they
met
lost me.
Gus, and Breaking Bad never broke good, and I just got out of it.
But I'm like, here's one thing you got to think about Breaking Bad. They had 2 spinoffs, right? I'm like, you know,
Better
Better
Call
Call
Saul.
spinoffs
And
of
I
the
never
show,
got past the
it's not
first
good.
episode.
What
I
was-
watched
hold
it
up.
4 times.
And which one of the spinoffs hit?
Which one
Oh,
was the
I
second
never- Better Call
spinoff?
Saul.
I never watched the spinoffs, but I'm saying
It
if
ain't
you
like
do- if
Power.
you do
Power
spinoffs,
spinoffs is hitting.
that one.
Which one? No,
Yeah.
Tommy Trash.
Yeah.
What you're saying, people said that for the first season of Young Boy too. What's
I
his
mean,
name?
I don't know, man. Mary J in that, and she doing her thing.
No, what's the first season? What's
the
what's
Tariq
his-
joint, book
Yeah,
2.
the first season, everyone hated it in my circle. That loves Power. And they saying
Okay.
the same thing about Tommy. Watch season 2 then.
All right.
Everybody gonna be like, oh,
I mean, I ain't got
Tommy
no
crazy.
choice, man. My wife all over that show. So
Everything Power?
I don't understand why people think that me and Dale are like paid to go against the grain. I don't know. Me and Dale
Breaking
disagree on a
Bad
lot
is
of stuff,
whack.
but like,
Yo,
it's
I give
really,
it. I give it
Shaq are
mid.
agreeing
I
on
was
it.
really.
Hold on,
really
y'all,
was-
but y'all
and I
still,
watched
y'all still
four
haven't told me
seasons.
what the second spinoff is, though.
I
Better
watched
Call
4
Saul and what
seasons.
else?
It's
Euron
Better
wants
Call
to
Saul.
tap into that.
Is
So,
it-
like, let him get on that.
And then didn't the other boy get a spinoff too? The other cat? That was the Nike?
Jesse.
Yeah, did he get one?
Oh,
Or I think they were talking about doing one. I'm not exactly
I
sure.
know
but
they had a movie, a Breaking Bad movie called El Dorado.
All right.
Yeah.
What?
El Donado.
El
Hey, but
Dorado.
hold on, no. Shaq, because I'm not just
El
gonna,
El Donado.
Shaq, I'm not gonna let you come up here and lie. These niggas is paid off, all right? Don't listen to any of that. That's why they always go against the grain. The cat's out the bag.
Thank you, Ron.
Okay, where are we putting this? So I got it high class mid. Ron's got it high class mid. Shaq has it nice but meh. Dell, where did you have this?
Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
It's the worst show I've ever seen. So you pick.
So low key trash. Euro, where did you have it?
Paper. What was the last one?
I have it mid. And my bad, not El Dorado, it was El Camino. You're right. Whoever said that in the chat.
El
Brand new.
El Camino. No.
Right.
All right, we got
Wow,
it mid.
nice, but man.
Yeah,
Dexter. Why?
Breaking Bad was.
Oh no! What the hell just happened?
Hey, what are we gonna do when the mid category gets all the way full? Are we just gonna vote for what goes down?
I think if you refresh it, it comes right back. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Dexter. I got this top tier.
Top tier show.
Low key trash. I'm sorry.
What?
It's no way
Yeah,
Shaq doesn't
I
like this show,
hated
and
the
I'm not even
acting.
gonna go against this. Oh, okay, okay, I can see
hated
that
the
angle.
acting. I
But, yeah.
hated the acting, the cameras they used, the placement of the characters.
No,
I
but
hated
as the
everything
season go
about
along,
Dexter.
it advances though.
No, I tried season 1 twice. It was like, no,
I said as
no.
every season, like season 2 is different than 1 in terms of all the visuals.
Yeah, I know. I believe you. I just gotta go based off of.
And
Then they
he's
try to bring it back.
Surprise, motherfucker.
and he's a beast. And he's a beast.
I
wish I looked at the doc to
them.
find out what show is on this list.
Euro and Ron.
I don't know. I've never seen this.
Ron.
Me too. But just based on what I've heard, it sounds like
Elite.
class mid.
Yeah, yeah.
Just based on what I've never really heard. Shaq was the only person who I've heard bad things about Dexter.
So okay, so
Repeatedly.
me and Dell have it top tier, and Shaq has it low key trash. I think this goes high class mid.
Perfect.
That's fine.
2-1. How I Met Your Mother. Wow, this is a great show.
I'm going top tier.
How I Met Your Mother.
Who didn't see the show? Raise your hand.
Who's seen this? I've seen every single episode.
No, who didn't? I said, you saw this?
Oh.
How I
Yeah, I
Met Your
saw
Mother?
this.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yim.
This is nice,
him,
but
yeah.
meh. It was really annoying. It took you so many seasons to tell this person one thing about you met. Like, come on.
I really
that's
liked
a
the
fact.
show, but I think I agree.
It
I
was
think
but
it
meh.
was nice but meh, which is crazy because I really like.
I'm not mad at it on nice, but man, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
It
All
can
right.
go there.
Like, I'll never
We can
watch the
agree on
episode
that.
again.
All right, so
Yeah.
we'll have to scrap.
I would
if
start
this
over with
doesn't
my
get top
significant other.
tier. Dragon Ball Z.
Top tier.
Yeah, for sure. Top tier. Undisputed.
Dragon Ball Z nostalgia, got it. Put it at the first.
I remember I put
Ron
Goku as
had me-
superhero, and I shook the room.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a
Olympic
fact.
rings.
That's a fact.
Jack, you said something Olympic rings today. God damn, what was it? It was amazing. Jesus Christmas, what was it?
I wish you could remember to give me my roses.
Yeah, bro, it was so dope. Oh my goodness.
He'll think of it. You always do.
Yo,
No, I'm
Peggy,
gonna be
you're
thinking
on
about it right
some-
now for the rest of the terms.
You're wilding right now, Peggy. Chill out. Sons of Anarchy.
0.
Damn.
Whatever
Low
0
key
is.
trash.
I haven't seen enough of it.
I
I've
told
seen-
you guys what
oh,
happened
I've
when I
seen
tried to
everything.
watch this show.
I've seen everything. I liked it, but I didn't. So I'm gonna give it.
Damn, bro, what did this dude say?
I don't know. Man.
It has 2 low key trashes already, so we can just keep it up.
This is a show Carmelo like made a guest appearance on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, trash. I'm sorry, I can't say that. I can't.
What, the
okay, I never
motorcycle
saw it.
joint?
Yeah, I never seen it, but this is what happened.
When was Mello in this?
He was in
He
the
was
episode.
part of the black gang, the black biker
Oh,
gang.
I don't know. So this is why I say it's trash. I've never slept as good as I did watching this show. So I was in Russia in my troll binging after someone told me to watch Breaking Bad. So then I see that Mello's on the episode. So I started over. So it's one Russian night, just chilling. I press play. And it start off with the motorcycle room. Soon as the room goes off, I fall asleep. And I slept 10 beautiful hours straight. And that was the last time I ever slept so good. And I'd never press play on that show ever again. So
Might
that's
need to
my
start
reason
watching
for
it
saying
again.
it's trash.
You
But
should be
if-
watching it then to get some good sleep.
For real.
It said, and I said, what? I woke up 10 hours later, like, what was in that
Season
show?
3.
What was in that show? Like, jeez.
All right, where are we putting this? You're
I,
on-
Just
I
because-
gotta put it. That's bottom tier for me.
Just because everybody's saying low key trash, I'm gonna say high class mid. Because
But you watch all of it, so you must like that show.
no, but when I was watching, I was living in the Middle East during the time when I was watching it, and the person that I was watching it with, like they were super into it, and I was just like, whatever.
I probably
So
watched.
I was basically just forced to watch, just like The Walking Dead. I watched all of that, but that show was trash to me.
I probably
Like, hella
watched
trash.
4 or 5 episodes of Sons, and I was like, nice, but meh.
Right. I love that category though, and that should be that should be on more things because you understand what it means.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So this is either mid or nice, but meh.
We can go nice but mid. I was gonna say mid, but I think nice but mid.
For sure, not no mid.
Because it's not better than Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I agree. Game of Thrones. I'm going top tier.
Top
Don't
tier.
even play. Shaq, we don't want to hear from
I never seen it, so I can't comment on it.
Top tier. I'm still like these last 2 days. This is the show I've been watching from season 7. I just went back and watched it because
It's
Arya
so-
Stark. I missed her.
So good.
Low key trash.
What?
Yeah.
Let's not even debate it. Just go move along.
It's 3 top tiers.
All right.
Yeah,
Wrong top tiers too.
So that means it goes second.
that's fine.
House.
Yours don't. Shaq don't count because he never
Hey,
seen
my
it.
vote doesn't count.
So 75%.
House.
That's,
Oh, nice,
that's the
but-
doctor, right? He has like a
Yeah. I'm gonna
go
he
nice,
teaches
but
other
meh.
doctors. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
nice
nice,
but
but
meh.
meh.
Nice,
Yeah.
but man.
Nice, but man, for sure.
Never seen it.
Great
was
show.
mid. Nice but mid's cool. Well, it got like
Great
a million
show.
seasons, right?
A million
I
and
don't know
one.
if a million, probably like 8 or 9.
Yeah, okay.
That's
But
a
it's
20
It's
episodes
syndicated.
each
It's
season.
syndicated for
Yeah.
sure.
How to Get Away with Murder.
Love
Elite.
Love this.
Elite. Elite.
I'm gonna go high class mid, but I wouldn't be mad at top tier. but
It's
I'm
high
I
class
think
mid.
High class
It's
mid.
elite.
It's high class mid.
Shaq, stop. We're not
Because it
doing
does
this.
there is a fall off, but it's not enough to go
When?
mid.
When?
It does get repetitive at
All right,
times. Like it's like we've
Most
beaten a dead
shows
horse
does,
now.
but it gets repetitive.
that's
but you're gonna
true.
put this with How I Met Your Mother. That's repetitive to a T.
No, I mean, no, mid is not How I Met Your Mother. Mid is, I think, Friends, Martin. No, I'm putting it second tier.
Yo.
Next to you guys is
Travis
Dexter.
Neptune. I agree.
What he said.
He said, I know I'm jumping ahead, but if Prison Break isn't top tier, I'm gonna be stunned. So you guys are putting this high class mid. Where are we putting this?
This is top tier for me. This is
think-
so elite, bro.
I think the second tier should be renamed to not bad, because you can't have mid and then also high class mid, like, you know, because the mid kind of throws it off as if it's not.
So it should
what
be
it needs
low
to be.
class.
it
top
should be low
tier.
class, mid, top tier.
Yo, that is confusing. What?
Low class, middle class, top tier. That's like
It's some high class mid.
that's
I
like
like
the
high
structure
class
we live
mid.
in.
I like
you
high
have
class
poor,
mid.
you have middle class,
It's
mid,
just
you
some
have
high
rich.
class mid.
You have put
Oh.
poor, middle class, rich.
All right, Peggy, I am.
Put poor, film, middle class, film, rich. They'll understand.
All right, so you guys are putting this high class mid. How to Get Away with
Wouldn't be
Murder.
mad at top tier.
So that's 2 top tiers. Shaq, where'd
It's
you have
high
it?
class mid.
And where'd Euro have it?
Which one?
How to Get Away with Murder.
I'll put it a high class mid.
BoJack Horseman.
Never heard of it.
It's
It's really top tier, but I'm not gonna do that because it's a specific type of comedy.
it's
I
But
think
I
pretty
it's-
can't
mid.
go lower than
I
mid.
think it's along the lines of like a Rick and Morty, that like you made a big splash in the beginning and like
Yeah.
it kind of just like people know,
Oh, no,
you know,
it-
like
it
nobody
hasn't,
really
though.
talks about it now.
Yeah, it's pretty
No,
mid.
It's still up there though. It's one of the upper echelon like TV shows ever of all time. It's mid for me.
It's pretty mid.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Hey,
Hold on, how
DBL,
did you just say it's one of the best TV shows ever and then put it mid?
Because it is like specific type of comedy, just like with Rick and Morty. It's a specific audience.
Do you mean
Yeah.
in its genre that it's like one of the top? I feel like
I really like it. I really like that show.
I don't mind it, but I can't get into it. Like I've watched quite a few episodes, but it's not something I'm excited
It's just
to watch.
weird. It's just a weird vibe, I guess, with
Alright.
talking horses
We'll
and
give
animals.
it mid. Mid is filled up. Blacklist.
Haven't seen
Mid.
that one.
It's good. Mid.
Blacklist was top tier for me.
I wouldn't be mad at top tier either.
Euro and Ron. I've never seen it.
I can't give an answer. I've never seen it.
Looks nice, but mid to me. But
Wait, Blacklist. You guys are on. You guys need to go watch Blacklist. That's all I'm gonna say.
Looking like some mid. Where are we putting this then?
It should be right under top tier. It's better than How to Get Away with Murder.
So we put
Just to let you guys know the type of ballpark that it's in.
It's definitely not.
You've never seen it, Dale.
Blacklist?
Yes.
Shaq,
Yeah.
I watch it every week up to this day
Exactly. And you don't watch How to Get Away with Murder anymore.
because it's finished. Blacklist has new seasons out. If you didn't know,
Blacklist is better than How to Get Away with Murder.
it's really not. When's the last
really
season
is.
you saw of How to Get Blacklist?
We're on season 9 right now. Correct
so
me when
you
I'm wrong.
So you saw the ending of
Everything
8
up to the mom. Yeah, I seen all
okay.
of it.
Yeah,
with
so
that.
we're in tune. We're in tune. Okay.
Yeah, like, stop.
It was pretty sad.
All right,
Yeah,
where
I
are we
mean-
putting this?
Great storyline.
Yeah.
Where are we putting this?
So
It
you
can
know.
go,
So you know
for me,
who
it could
Red is
go-
then?
of course. I mean,
What are you thinking?
what? What do you think? I mean, I don't want any spoiler alerts.
But they're
You
not about
just
to
trying
watch it. So season 9, they don't know what we're talking about. I'm sorry.
Somebody
So-
might watch it. I already said it's better than How to Get Away with Murder.
So you know Red is her mother.
You didn't know that?
Oh, okay. If you went with that as well,
What season are you on?
I'm on whatever season is on now. I go on Flixer.
I
they
mean,
put an episode on.
the plot twist was like they were just knocking out the writers and just waking them up and just like, let's see what we can do today.
where are we?
No,
and
right.
that's-
But
In the last 3 seasons,
season 8 come together, and then it's like Red had to change her body, basically.
which is crazy. The Jamie Foxx show. I think it goes on the same tier as How to Get Away with Murder.
I like How to Get Away. It's different demographic, but I like that better than Jamie Foxx show as well. But it's like what I said doesn't count anymore.
We're on Blacklist right now.
I thought we was on Jamie Foxx show.
Bro, let's get past Blacklist. Holy crap. Where is this going?
Mid. Let's put it mid. It's only me and Shaq seen it.
So how are we doing this? Are we bumping stuff or are we...
Yeah, we got to vote to bump something.
Yeah, but put Blacklist at the front, whatever's at the back just falls.
I feel like we could just... Yeah, okay. We
That's
can just do that.
BoJack. We'll drop to nice
yeah,
for the man.
yeah. Whatever.
Yeah,
I never
BoJack
heard of
can
that
drop.
show.
All
Yeah, I
right.
never
Yeah,
even
you
heard of
can
that
drop.
show.
So from
I'm
now
not
on,
Caping for BoJack.
everything that's full, it just goes immediately to the front of that thing, and then whatever's at the end is bumping down.
Well, whatever's at the end because we never ranked.
We never
them in order.
ranked them. That's why I'm like, I just
So
feel
we-
like
we-
we should just
we-
because this
yeah,
looks
we gotta
pretty even
pick.
to me. I feel like we could just put everything.
Let's
where
just
we
keep
want to.
pushing along.
Family Matters.
Top.
Low key trash.
Wow.
This is nostalgia, but I'm gonna have to go with low key trash.
Damn.
It's not that
Why?
it's trash, just
It's not.
amongst these
Yeah, I can't do
pantheons.
it. And Steve Urkel annoys the hell out of
Bro,
me.
every time
Stefan,
Steve Urkel came
I
on the
could deal with
TV, I
Stefan.
was geeked. I was so
I
hyped
could-
to watch Family
If
Matters.
you watch Steve Urkel today, you'll
I
be mad
hated
at him.
those writers.
Stefan was cool and swaggy.
I was about to say Stefan was in that joint though. And then he had the Bruce Lee character too.
So was Steven Waldo.
All right, where's
Waldo.
everyone putting Family Matters?
No,
Low-key
Waldo,
trash.
Geraldo, Faldo.
There's nobody at the bottom. And if there's like they have to, Family Matters has to go to the bottom.
Right.
All right, The Office. Top tier.
Top.
Elite.
Top tier.
Yeah, it's pretty elite.
Top
Easy.
tier.
Ozark.
It's elite.
Yeah, I'll say that too.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm not
I'm-
giving Ozark that.
I think I'm giving it high class mid though.
Yeah, I'm giving it high class mid.
We got two
Oh,
top
2 or 2.
2 and 2.
Ron?
Ron.
I've never seen it.
Mm.
All right, so you
That's
guys, whoever's writing, just
tough.
pick and we go along. Because
Yo, hold on, JD. How the hell is Family Matters low-key trash when who said it? It was definitely me and somebody else that said, had it like as elite.
Oh no, yeah. Family Matters is high for me, so we can put this elsewhere.
But me and Shaq think it's trash.
Yeah, that's
Right.
cool, but then that means it's mid. It
Yeah, I
needs to
think
average
it's
out.
mid. I think it's mid then.
All right, so
You
what do we
guys are
vote now?
nasty as hell. Like you guys are really. I
That's
hated
what we've
Family
been
Matters
doing.
back then, and I hate it now. I'm just saying, like we're really hyping. Like Family Matters
Hold
should
up,
not
hold
even.
up, JD. Hold up. Breaking Bad's not going down, so we're gonna have to vote on what's going down because I completely veto Breaking Bad being nice but men. Friends needs to get up out of there, and
What?
another one too.
Okay, so we have
You know,
family, we have Blacklist, Friends, Martin, in the nerd show again. What is the
The Big
Martin
Bang.
could go.
Big Bang?
Martin or the Big Bang could go.
Big Bang, see ya.
Yeah, Big Bang. See ya for sure. Yeah. All right, let's move.
Breaking Bad should go.
No objections.
Me, I believe, but
Okay.
we know how Ron feels about that realm.
Ozark, high class mid for me.
Yeah,
It's
put it
just
mid.
a mid for me.
Just put it mid.
Euro and Ron hasn't seen.
That
it.
was elite, but it's me and Euro had elite, but I won the draft.
All right, we're gonna go high class mid.
I hate tears.
Shameless.
That's at the bottom for me. I never
Shameless
could
is
get
so
into that.
elite. Shameless is
Yeah.
so elite. It's so elite. Shameless is so elite. Oh my God. My goodness.
I can definitely see how people think it's elite and people who think that's trash. So I'm gonna just say mid because of it.
So we could
Yeah.
put it mid.
Bro,
just
see,
to
we're
move
just
along.
making this so much more difficult. We should just fill out this entire tier list.
How many shows are left?
3, 6, 9, 12, 15.
What?
Speed round. Let's go. Let's
So-
go. No discussing.
Yeah, so we can't be bumping stuff then. We have to just
That's
fill
cool.
this thing out.
Just say what is available and you'll put it there.
Nah, bro, we just have to do it like this. All right. This is gonna look
Like
weird.
what?
All right, so Shameless, it's going high class mid.
You said you have no space. Where do you have space?
No, bro. Like
Space
we're gonna make it more complicated if we have to start bumping because we're gonna have to start bumping every single
No,
time
I'm not
now.
saying bump.
Yeah, there's space everywhere technically. You can fill out an entire. You could put everything in one tier if you wanted to. What I'm trying to say.
Oh, I guess I get it.
All right, high
Let me
class
go on
mid.
YouTube and see.
High class mid.
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell.
Bottom.
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 It's low key
Nice.
trash. Kind of low key trash. South Park top tier.
Bottom.
Mid.
Mid.
Okay, I'll go with mid, just so you don't have to ask again.
Yeah, mid.
Boy Meets World.
Mid.
Bottom.
Top tier for me.
I'll mid it.
All right, it's mid. Fresh Prince.
Top.
Go ahead.
I like.
Up there.
Walking.
Whatever.
Walking Dead.
It's
Bottom.
trash.
That's so Raven.
Trash.
Never really watched it. Trash though.
That was high class mid for me.
It's no way that Boy Meets World is better than That's So
Shaq,
Raven.
we're not doing this, Shaq, please.
That's all Raven do need is love.
High class
It's
mid
It's
for
70
me.
shows here.
I was rocking with That's So Raven.
It's an amazing show.
All right, I need everyone to say where they're ranking it.
Nice but meh.
Trash.
Trash.
Mid.
Oh, nice, but meh. Scrubs,
Never heard of it.
pretty mid.
What's the mid above mid?
High class mid,
High class mid. I'm doing that one.
pretty mid for me.
I feel like it was
A vote
Office
don't
for the
count.
Office. High class mid.
Mid, high class mid. All right, we're going right here. Seinfeld.
Top tier.
Never watched it. Just heard about it.
High
Yeah,
class
me
mid
either.
for me.
Seinfeld, the same thing I said about Friends. I've never really watched it like that, but you guys trip off it, so put it mid.
All right, we'll go high class mid. Simpsons.
Elite.
Yeah, gotta put it up there.
Yo.
Got to.
Elite.
No
I'm
question.
fine with that.
Oh my God, what was the freaking show? Oh my God.
Squid Games.
Squid Games. Thank you.
Elite.
Never saw it.
Pretty
Top
top tier to me.
Yeah, high class mid for me.
We have three
Yeah,
top
don't
That's
watch
tiers.
it.
probably, that's top tier for me.
Stranger Things.
High
Elite.
top-
Mid.
Low key trash.
High class mid.
Damn, we all had different
Yeah, I think we're midding it.
That's fine.
The Wire.
top tier.
Top.
Yeah,
Mid. The front of mid.
high class mid.
Top tier.
All right. Prison Break. Top tier
Elite.
for me.
Top of the
Top
top.
tier.
Shit, move that to the front.
Mid.
Oh,
Ooh, getting a little edgy.
High class man it is.
Yo,
All right,
Shaq,
there's our tier
how
list.
you how you don't put Power or Snowfall in here just boggles my mind.
What do you mean?
They was trying to be draft so we can.
I was trying to be fair to JD.
Okay, what? So why weren't you being fair to me?
I would have put all the
1,000 shows on here. I don't know.
JD's the minority, Shaq.
That's
minority,
that's
Rod, not you.
Talking about.
JD's the minority, not you.
Ron, you want a Willie Smithy?
I'm the minority in every situation in life. JD was the minority one time.
A Willard Smith.
You want a Williard Smithers?
Williard Smithereens.
Why I oughta. All right, I have to go though.
Oh, we're up out of here?
I need to be.
You see, now we can't do my draft. What's the draft about? Tell me about it so I can see how mad I'm gonna be.
You're not gonna be that mad. We've heard this draft. Best drink, name a red flag written on day sites. If you could wake up and you were 10 years old again, what would you do? Best brand rivalry, fictional movie, TV show.
I
with the
love
best
that
fan base.
one. Best brand rivalry. That's why
I like that
knew
one
it was
too.
that was a great one.
We can answer that one right now.
All right.
Best brand rivalry. Okay, Coke.
Is this the players' court?
Let's wait for the draft.
It's not a draft. Shaq gotta go.
Yeah, let's wait till next episode then.
Coke, Pepsi.
I want to give it away. This is an elite category.
Microsoft, Apple.
Cigarette, weed.
Water, alcohol.
Yo.
Land, ocean.
Right. Basketball, football. Look at Raw. Apartment houses.
Red spades.
Yo,
what? Sauna, steam room.
Eyes, smile.
Wow.
Karen's,
Jacuzzi, whirlpool.
Karens and managers.
Right. Pool, beach. That's crazy. That's sleeves jerseys, no sleeve jerseys.
Milk before cereal or cereal.
All right. What do you got,
Yo.
Ron? Since we took all the good answers.
Brushing your teeth and orange juice.
You guys left me with Toyota Camry.
Movies, TV shows. Oh my God, that was fun.
Fresh Prince Martin.
Toyota and Honda, my bad. Toyota and Honda.
Oh, that was fun. That was good. All right.
Got that out of our system.
That's a fact. Now you got to change the topic.
Somebody said light skin, dark skin.
No, he said
That's
bright
nasty.
skin, dark skin. What does that
I
even
didn't want to
mean?
disrespect the light skins.
Stop being nasty.
All right, let's get on up out of here. Any final words?
Love is
Amazing. Love is love.
Love is love.
Gang, gang.
We'll see y'all on Saturday. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Peace out.